I can't take this anymore.
Gather round, sweet children.
Show me your insides!
Ugh. Absolutely not.
You disrespect me.
You should be happy I'm here. And now, for the main event.
How dare you, King? Hi, guys. Oh, I see a King and a Kinetic. Hi, guys. Happy Saturday. Please excuse me being next to the sun. Streaming too early in the day is, like, definitely a curse because I can't, like, these blinds are not really doing their job. Happy Pride Month! Yes, indeed. I saw your Discord announcement, Kinetic. That's very exciting. I hope you have some fun surprises. I need blackout curtains, yeah. So, that was the original plan. And we ended up getting blinds because they were slightly cheaper at Home Depot, and I think it might have been a mistake. So I need to reevaluate my life. And then we deviated from the plan, and now this is happening. Anyways, at least it's not too bad at night. How are you guys doing? Now we're in super light mode, yeah. Which no one likes. Anyways, yeah, guys, it's gonna be a shortish stream today. We're only gonna stream until like 6 p.m.-ish. Because we have dinner plans with, some of Grant's family tonight, so we're gonna be leaving to go have some K-pot. Holy shit, I feel like it just goes. Yeah, I know. Dinner plans. It's gonna be fantastic. Are you streaming today, Kinetic? What do you got going on? We love eating. We love eating so much that we're eating right now too. Sickies. I'm sorry to hear that. Expected though, because like, it's hard not to get sick after a convention. So many germs and people in one space. It's like the same issue, like if I go to a fighting game tournament, usually I get sick following. You thought you made it out. I mean, sometimes it's like a late onset kind of thing. You go a couple days, and then like towards the end of that first week that you're back, you're like, oh wait, my throat feels funny. Shit. I've gotten so lucky on the last couple times that I've flown, because usually every time I get on a plane I get sick. And the last couple times that I have needed to fly somewhere, I haven't gotten sick, so I feel like I'm definitely jinxing myself for next time. How's the capture card been? Oh my god. You saved my entire life when you told me that it was a Katsu kitty. Because if you hadn't done that, I would have been like, why isn't the Loopy software working? What the fuck's going on? We did a stream with it yesterday. For like, the segment for Fates was like 4 hours, but amazing. Like, the fact that 3DS accessibility is now mine, I am on cloud 9. It's so great. So I'm looking forward to playing some more and doing other games too. So again, thank you for setting that up. That was super nice of you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's one of those things, like, basically since I started streaming that I was like, oh yeah, 3DS capture card, like, I should get one of those. And it was always like an expense I didn't want to make because, as you know, it's pretty pricey to get it installed, especially now. But it's always been pretty expensive, and I'm like, oh, you know, I probably shouldn't spare that money, so let's just, you know, put it off. And then before I knew it, years and years and years go by, and I still didn't have one. And now the rest is history, and we can live our best life. Although, if I wanted to be a Pokemon streamer back in the day, I feel like it would have been a necessity. Normally, I would try to grill you for what your ideas for Pride Month streams are, but I know you like to keep those secret. I hope that you have a Pokemon Stadium day. I'm feeling the crushing, like, sinking feeling of despair when I play Pokemon Stadium 2 again. So I think I'm gonna go back to playing that game once a week. The last session was, like, really brutal. Their surprises, nice. Once a week is too many? Hi, Rosen. Yeah, Rosen, you hate the Pokemon Stadium streams, don't you? I think once a week is a comfy place. I'm actually all caught up. I am all caught up on VOD making. So basically, you guys might notice that this 100 line actually has an episode number in the title, because I can say with certainty that this is our 20th session and we have one ending. 20 sessions is probably around 60 or 70 hours in the game. That's like outrageously absurd, but here we are. I might go back to putting episode numbers in the titles. That way it incentivizes me to quickly make the VODs for them for YouTube. So we should have all of my content on YouTube, like even modern stuff, by like early next week. Oh yeah, also guys, tomorrow is Grant's birthday and he wants to do a horror stream. So tomorrow night we're doing horror games. I don't know how many. We might just spend the whole stream playing one, or I don't know if he's gonna want to bounce around, but
Delightful.
yeah, we're gonna be doing some spooky games. You guys know I don't do well with that. He actually doesn't do well with it either, so it's interesting that this was his idea. But you know what? We are a variety channel, and we will be living our best life and giving it a shot. So if you want some kind of unique Peggy content tomorrow, we're gonna be checking that out. Also, hi Tom. All right. Well, speaking of. Okay. Grant wants us to start without him. Oh my god, the sunlight. Grant, we might need to get... I'll tell him later. This is so bad. Alright, anyways, I look like I'm in heaven, right? Like, It is very, very bad. Oh, Among Us was amazing last night. Kinetic, I was thinking about DMing you to see if I could persuade you to play with us, but then I saw you go live. I don't know if you dabble in the Among Z's, but we're trying to bring it back as like a Saturday night thing on the channel, and last night's session was so fun. It was like a definite reminder. It was a definite reminder for why we used to play that all the time. It was just so great. I'm so bad at lying. That's okay. That's okay. You can be crew most of the time, probably. The game literally detects people that don't want to be imposters and makes them imposters all the time. It's so hilarious. They fell off the ship. Oh, this person was imposter twice. The other thing that it always does is it picks somebody that's new to playing with the group and just goes ham, making them the imposter. Which is not building a community. Because usually those people are nervous. Hey, Tux. Hey, Tux. The light is so bad today. Yeah, I know. This is deserved. I need to do something about this. The blinds are not blinding. And I might... You know what? Let me actually try something. I have an idea. I could do this. That actually looks a bit better, does it not? Alright, we're just gonna be darker in general, and that's okay. Hold on. We have a few ways to work around this. How's the day going, Tux? Alright, well, I'm not blinding you guys anymore, so that's the important thing. I'm just having to mess around with the lighting a little bit more since we're in a new place. It's not the same as the basement. You're furious? What's wrong with you? Also, there was a decision at the end of last stream, was there not? What was the choice? Wait, oh, no reason? Oh, God. No, tell me, what is it? Don't you, yeah. Tell us about the invaders or no? Oh, that's right. Because the logic was... We don't have any leads, so even if he gives us false information, it doesn't matter. Furious that tomorrow is Monday? True. We're doing a horror night tomorrow, Tux. How new and fun. Switch 2 this week? Oh, K-Pot tonight. Tell me where the invaders are. I decided to trust the devil just this once. Things aren't getting better anyway. As shady as this offer is, I have to hang on to this glimmer of hope.
You're such a romantic. Choosing emotion over logic, I could weep. Technically, my warrior of love, let me reward you with this map.
The invader, the map the sponsor handed me had something that looked like an invader face drawn in one specific spot.
If you go there, then you're sure to find invaders. But you'd be wise to bring only Yugamu and Tsubasa with you. Don't tell anyone you got this map from me, sound good?
Huh?
You swear the invaders are really there?
I guess you'll just have to go and see for yourself.
Every word out of the sponsor's mouth made me more and more suspicious, but I had to go there. After that, I waited until morning and woke up Yugamu and Tsubasa. I wonder where the other branch goes. I mean, chances are... Yeah, it looks like that's a death end. So, when it shows a tiny branch like this, that As far as I can tell, that just means that you die if you choose that option. You've done well to only choose the bad end once. Yeah, I would say so. We took the school bus to the place indicated on the map. Really? We'll find invaders if we go here? Yeah, that's what the person who gave me this map said. And just who was that exactly? I can't tell you. It was a part of our deal. Ah, a deal, you say? Yugamu seemed to sense what was going on, but didn't press the matter further. His back is against the wall too, hoping against all hope. We headed for the marked spot on the map. Almost there! Strap in! The ride's gonna get bumpy! And here we are! And so the bus arrived at the place marked on the map. When we got there... The fuck is this? Kinda looks like a mansion. Pretty swanky, isn't it? Maybe a commander lived here. We had arrived at a lavishly decorated estate. There was no sign of any enemies near the entrance, but... Spending more time with Susbasa. Susbasa, who made out with Darumi for an entire minute? Out of nowhere on the route where it looked like we were romancing her? Yes, that Susbasa. That was for Pride Month, true. Let's go inside. Come with me, guys. Is Grant not joining us? Oh no, he'll be here. Excuse me, he just, he was finishing a YouTube video and I think he's getting the dog. But he'll be right. He'll be here. We cautiously made our way through the mansion with bated breath. Are there really invaders here? The anxiety and anticipation made my heart beat so loudly that I could barely focus. Please, let there be invaders. If we don't get some points here, Tsubasa is... I gulped, deep inside the estate. So the sponsor tipped us off. We found what we'd been looking for. There were so many invaders. Am I dreaming? I wanted to pinch my cheeks to be sure, but I didn't have a minute to waste. We had to seize this golden opportunity. Yeah! Let's go, guys. Hunt with everything you've got. Yeah! Yeah! Wow. See that, Rosen? You summoned him. Right.
Rosen doesn't like me.
No, he said, is Grant not joining us? And then he Kyoshika 3. Oh, I'm so glad you asked.
Hey, Rosen. And we brought Nutmeg. He's our favorite little mascot. Their favorite little mascot after Saray.
Hi, baby girl. How was Grandpa? Did you go see him?
He was eating hot dogs.
Your dad is outrageous with her, you're right. Oh, yeah. So, the map led us to a manor. And there's invaders. We attacked the invaders with all our might. Yugamu was capable of hunting alone and didn't need my help. But Tsubasa wasn't so good at fighting, false, outside of the school.
That is a lie. She's our MVP.
I had to help her get those points.
Okay, they're discrediting women here. Women can kill invaders. We saw Darumi.
True. Darumi basically is an invader as far as I'm concerned. I hunted down the invaders just like always. Attach yourself. It's just work.
We're having some raspberry lemon muffin.
Oh, thanks. I was having a little half of this.
Over.
Oh yeah, we need to do the greeting for Reason when you have a chance.
Oh. We didn't need.
No. Oklahoma.
He's a teacher. I do remember.
It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work.
I feel like we really racked up points.
Yeah, but we can't stop yet. Takemaru and the twins had gained a huge amount of points for finishing off the Squad 4 commander at the outpost. We had to keep getting points here if we want to close the gap. I decided to keep hunting without taking any time to rest.
Isn't Zomi here?
The sponsor said we're only allowed to bring Yugamu and Tsubasa.
Makes sense.
The way that we're not doing an invader battle here because they didn't want to bother making a map for Inside the Manor.
Surprised they. I mean, I'm guessing this banner probably is in other stories though. Probably is later.
Is that all of them? Are there any more invaders? I looked around, but it had gone quiet inside the estate. Looks like we got all of them. What? It's not enough. We need more points if we want to save Tsubasa. Just then, Yugamu suddenly whirled around, facing the innermost part of the estate. Careful, guys. A strange presence is approaching from over there. Invaders? Similar, but something's off.
Off how?
The sound of their footsteps doesn't jive with what I'm sensing. These steps, they seem... Just as Yugamu tilted his head in confusion, they showed themselves. Couldn't believe my eyes. What I was seeing shouldn't have been possible. No way! How?
Don't you want to see me naked? Huh?
How
Huh?
are there humans here?
What?
Nani?
Oh, hey, Lisa.
Oh, Lisa, there you are. I was like, why are there so many voice commands going off?
Were you looking for me?
Yeah,
We're
kinda.
always looking. Bonnie, who's looking for you? Nutmeg. Nutmeg was looking for you.
Happy Saturday, Lisa. We're only gonna be streaming for a couple hours today because we have dinner plans.
Hey, Lisa!
Oh, when did Fake Ball get here?
That's Nutmeg.
You gotta say hi to Nutmeg, too. Oh, thank you. There we go.
Lisa, did you enjoy the Among Us last night? I think it was one of our better sessions.
We should definitely do that again.
Oh yeah, we'll do it next Saturday. It was good. The gang was all there. I feel bad we only got to play one game with Cortex, but he did get here late, so.
Like, what? There's muffins and I can't have it?
You cannot have the muffin,
You can't
baby
have the
girl.
muffins? You can't have the muffins.
I had so much fun. Okay, good.
We got some horror games. We're gonna be doing a horror stream tomorrow night.
Yes, I did make an announcement earlier, but there was slightly less people here. So yeah, we're doing a horror game tomorrow night for Grant's birthday, by the way, guys.
I'm excited. I got a few ones. I don't know how long we're gonna go. Probably only like 7 Eastern Standard Time to 11 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
But it should be fun.
And like I said, I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna just be playing one game the whole time or if we're gonna try to bounce around. But...
I got a
Oh
few.
my.
I bought a few of them, so we'll log into my Steam account. But I think we can actually set it up so we can share games from my account. Do that because really, it's not Steam Family. We do.
Oh.
And a few of them are like one's only like 30 minutes long. We'll probably ask. I'll probably post a list. Maybe we'll post a list in the chat and see what people would be interested in playing. Well, we have of the list of games we already have.
Yeah,
Because I have no idea. We have like 6 games that would.
we can try that, but I would say we should probably come up with our own list just in case, because like sometimes participation with that kind of thing can be kind of sketchy.
Yeah. We
We
got I don't think we're gonna do mouthwash. That was like 3 hours.
Yay!
But if people like it, we'll do it again.
So what are we looking at in the game right now?
Oh,
Like,
sorry. Yeah.
why did the sponsor lead us to a place where there are humans and invaders? Something tells me the sponsor is, like we've been saying, the sponsor is in cahoots with, like, whoever's running the show, like with Saray. And what if they're making the invaders themselves? But why would they do that? That's what this is giving me. These people look like they've been engineering invaders in this mansion. Maybe this is where they're created. And are the invaders being made from people?
I think the invaders are the equivalent of just normal people turned into weapons. But I actually don't know. Let's see what happens.
Something tells me we're gonna find some of those pods in this mansion.
Let's hit.
If killing Hiriko was worth points, maybe killing these humans would be worth points.
Good
True.
point.
You're probably right about that, Croy. Also, happy Saturday. No one else has died.
I thought they all escaped to the artificial satellite.
Does this mean some of them were left here on Earth? We should ask what happened.
We dropped our weapons at our feet and tried to talk to the people. But
You invaders will stoop to any low, won't you? How did you even find this place?
I just love.
It's your fault we changed!
Time out, guys. I just love the idea of Tsubasa dropping her car.
right? Hey, sorry.
Oh, your fault. Yeah, basically. We listened because we didn't want to risk losing Tsubasa.
And I saw too that if we had chosen not to do this, it was a death. So.
Yeah. Press.
I'm gonna kill you right here and now!
Why are they so mad?
I don't think they're in the mood to talk.
The air was tense. We weren't going to be able to avoid a fight.
Let's run, before they can attack!
We turned for the exit so we could leave the estate. But at the very next moment...
Are you sure about that? Leave now and Tsubasa will die, you know?
Gah!
We skidded to a halt after hearing a voice that shouldn't have been there. When we turned around, we saw a single bee hovering in the air.
You have to kill them.
It was one of the sponsors, and it somehow seemed larger than the others.
Did I startle you? This bee comes equipped with a transceiver. I can speak to you remotely.
TJ
Anytime,
Rivers.
anywhere.
Happy Saturday. The sponsor was speaking to us through the bee.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to chat. We need to get going.
Going? Why? There's so many invaders here. Don't you want to score some points?
We hunted down all the invaders. All that's left are... humans.
Takumi, what in the world are you talking about? Those things are clearly invaders.
What?
These people? Invaders?
Stop staring and come at me! Stop staring! Or we'll come whether you're ready or not! I'm gonna kill you!
Having a
Gonna
wine
kill you!
Sunday. Nice, Lisa. What kind of wine?
More precisely, they're the armature for invaders. They haven't been processed yet.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
So they appear more human.
So basically, invaders are humans that are turned into those. So that's why they said, you're the reason we have to change.
But why would we be the reasons that they changed?
Because they need to stop us from finishing the thing on day 100 or they're all gonna die. And they're too weak.
What the
to
hell
fight
are
on
you
their own.
talking about?
Transform.
So maybe the people with special blood that are invaders get to stay humans?
Yeah.
Like
'cause
people
they,
like Ava?
They have another way to fight.
The basement of that building is one of the invader production facilities.
Okay. Yep. Where's my daughter? Hey, Bubble Wand.
Okay, would that be a line?
Yeah, it has to be. Recording, it's gonna kind of be a bitch, though. Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter?
You're really good at it. I'm not.
It was gathering dust for ages. But now, it's back into
That's the
mission.
voice I read stupid, obnoxious lines in for any character, though.
That is to say, these armatures were brought here to mass-produce new invaders after their numbers were so thoroughly decimated.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was right.
Wait. Invaders are made from people?
Opinions are split on whether these armatures can be considered human. But in layman's terms,
The longer this goes on, the less likely I think this is
Darmy.
It's not Darmy. She doesn't know this.
Yeah.
Invaders are made from people. Then the SDU has been murdering people.
Alright, I have one more important thing to share with you. Those armatures are worth a lot of points.
Kuroi, ding ding ding.
These people are...
Oh my god!
Time to kill every last one of them.
Armatures are highly valuable, much more than full-fledged invaders. So whoever bravely hunts them down will be rewarded extra special bonus points.
Don't be ridiculous. I don't care how many points they're worth.
Come on, let's have the choice.
I'm
here.
not going to kill human beings.
Neither am I. The idea of killing people?
I may be a filthy assassin, but I don't kill people outside of work.
Wow, you still have such righteous moral compasses. But are you sure? If you don't hunt them, Tsubasa's going to die.
Tsubasa's going to die. The moment I heard those words, my body lurched with a wave of dizziness.
Takumi, don't listen to them. I'm not
So
willing
this is
to
such
kill
an interesting
people
thing
for my
that
own
has
survival.
kind of been sugarcoated in the game for, and this is probably actually why the designs for the invaders are so absurd. Thinking about it, is because, like in actual war, killing people is traumatizing. It doesn't matter if they're trying to kill you or anything. Killing someone just because they were born in another country is genuinely horrifying. And we're kind of just now being like, oh yeah, just so you're aware, that's what you've been doing this entire time. This is what you've been killing. It's just these people are, you actually get to see what it is, instead of them being, basically having costumes to hide it from you. To hide the humanity part of it.
This also means Surai's been lying. Also, what's up, Monokuma?
Oh yeah, Monokuma.
Let's find another way. We can't stay here.
Oh, there aren't any invaders left anywhere else. You really did hunt them to extinction.
Just the worst.
If you want to save your little friend, you'll have to make a choice here. Isn't that right, Takumi?
So this is the real reason why the sponsor pointed me here. They wanted to force me to choose between killing human beings
Don't
or
be
letting one of my
mean.
friends get killed.
Are you gonna fight or not? To hell with it! Brace yourselves! We'll kamikaze you monsters! Yeah, we're soldiers. We're not scared of
They said they're not scared of dying, honestly. Tsubasa is.
I can't kill another person, even if they are a soldier, but... So many people have died on this route. I don't want to lose another friend. Tsubasa, Yugamu, close your eyes.
Takumi, what are you going to do? Don't, please. You can't.
The moment I decided to come here, the choice was already made. I want to protect Yugamu after he stayed by my side through everything, and I want to protect the girl I've truly come to care about. I held my sword aloft with trembling hands.
That's right, Takumi! Do it!
Ew.
Armatures are incredibly weak when struck with your blade and all over!
Shut up. I'm not doing this because you convinced me. I'm doing this of my own free will to save Tsubasa's life.
No! Takumi! Don't!
Stop, Takumi!
Why? I have to summon the evil inside me just this once. I need to channel Eito Aotsuki inside my body. I will carry the will of the person who so despised humanity. I'll take this sword and...
No!
I brought it down swiftly.
Can we just talk about, man, it's so unfortunate for Eito. This literally would have been perfect for him. He loved killing people. He would have killed one of us.
I wonder if Eito knew. Probably not, but
It's
maybe.
play game time!
Hi, Natalie. Sluts and Grant, unbelievable. Were we the real villain all along? I think so.
So, I mean, that's what the whole point of this run has been, is to try and show how evil we, like, what are you willing to become to survive? I do like that. Last of Us Part 2 kind of did a good job with that with Ellie. It's like, how far will you go to get revenge? And this shows, like, how far will you go to survive? Even if it means other people have to die, how many people will you kill? How many things will you kill? How far will you go to survive this? And at what point is it even worth going on?
Ugh, I can't. No matter how hard I try, I can't forget. I killed human beings. I've committed an unforgivable crime. Unable to confront what I'd done, I was hiding from reality under the covers of my bed. How could I?
And we did this just to kill Kako. That's the only person who's gonna die now.
Who were those people? What were they doing there? It's extra bad too, because like, in the previous route, he deeply cared for everybody except for Eito. So in this route, the fact that he's openly willing to be like, well, fuck Takemaru, fuck Ima, fuck Kako, it's like, Takumi, what the fuck is wrong with you?
There's only so many times he can do everything he can to try and save those people.
And they won't accept it,
and they won't care, that you just say, fuck it, I'm gonna just protect the people that I can, because I can't protect everyone. I just can't do it anymore.
Who were those people? What were they doing here?
Hot take, Moana was a bad movie.
I haven't seen it.
It's really bad. Not a good movie. It's actually, it has really good music and is really pretty, but man, the plot makes no sense and it is just awful. And the thing is, Disney's so good at music and art, like, you kind of expect that. So just having a bad story kind of just makes it a bad Disney movie. Because they knew how to do stories. Like, Princess and the Frog was amazing. And it was also pretty. Sorry, rant about that is over. Let's continue.
Why were they so hostile toward us, even though they were human, just like us? Why are there still people on Earth? I thought they all evacuated the satellite. Nothing makes any sense. Nobody knows the truth. Nobody who knows the truth even tried to tell us what's going on here.
Yeah, I will say, Lisa, yeah, it's he can't protect everyone. He knows that. I don't think of repairing friendships. He died when they attacked Nozomi, if there was even before that. They kind of, yeah, that's a very good point, TJ.
That's when the line got drawn in the sand for sure.
Yeah, because we realized they'll do whatever it takes to try and win, and just they don't care anymore. Like Takemaru said, I have to protect Kako and Ima. I can't care about anyone else.
But one thing's for certain, those people, I killed them. I can still feel the weight of my sin in my palms.
So, Frankie needs to take Grant to Disney so he can ride the Bayou. Exactly. One thing I did want to say, I actually, since Takemaru has said constantly he'll do anything to protect the people he said he would, if he finds out from Darumi that killing another person gets you the most amount of points, he'll probably let Kako and Ima kill him to try and get them ahead.
Yeah.
And at that point, I don't know what you do.
I would feel less bad about this whole situation if Takemaru died instead of Kako.
Yeah,
that's just the truth.
Honestly.
That was all that mattered. Enough of this. I don't want to think anymore.
Can we talk about, for a sec, though, about Shoma? In this run, he grew so much for me because he didn't participate. Not because he was a coward, but he was like,
I'll just take the bullet for everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna protect everyone, and so no one has to become a monster. And
he's literally,
I'll defend all of you!
Yeah, and was willing to just be like, the one thing I can do is play spoilers so that the sponsor is disappointed. And man, that fucking sucks. But he was right. It was the one thing he did that actually upset the sponsor.
Yeah, I did find it weird though that basically Takumi didn't care that he wasn't participating until the day he was gonna get executed, and then he like hung out with him the whole day. Like I feel like we
gone already.
I feel like we should have talked to him earlier.
I don't know.
Shuruma. Welcome to the stream, genius.
Shuruma.
This is the anti-Nano route. Well,
Good thing Nano isn't here.
Nano will be here one of these days. Also hi VOD Nano. Takumi, are you up? I could swear I just heard Nozomi's voice. I thought I was hallucinating, but then I could sense someone at my bedside. The closing ceremony for round 3 just wrapped up. You saved Tsubasa. You did it, Takumi. Thank you for saving her.
Good. Who's dead?
I saved your life. As I heard the news, a single tear trickled from my eye. Thank goodness I managed to protect the girl I love. I really did it. Tsubasa's been in bed for a while, but I'm sure she'll be better soon. So you better get well soon too, okay? Everybody wants to see you. Nozomi is being so optimistic and cheery, she must be trying to lift my spirits. But I need to face what I've done. Who was executed in round 3? Nozomi flinched after I asked in a strange voice. It was Takemaru. Okay, so we called that. I guess he gave all the invaders he found over to the twins, so he ended up in last place. I see. That's a real Takemaru way to go out. He was always putting his friends first. He must be cursing me from the other side. He hated me so much, and I ended up forcing him into last place.
So I will say,
Frozen!
I don't hate Takemaru.
No, we liked him a lot in the prologue route. He just, in this route, he never trusted us and treated us like shit. So it just shows that in other routes, we have to get him on our side or else he's just the worst.
He just didn't have a lot of empathy for our situation and just wanted to blame us. And I don't think he's a bad character, and everything he did made sense, which I say this about this game's writing is somehow every character feels so distinct with how they communicate their feelings and how they act, and I really like that.
Yeah, they're written like people. And that's a common issue that a lot of games have, where you read dialogue between characters and you're like, no one talks like this, but these characters have like defined personalities and they stick to it. Like there's very few times when we read something and we're like, the fuck? Like if it's something weird, it probably came from like Kiyoshika, who's an idiot, or like someone, you know, pranking someone like Kurara. But like these characters really stick to the way they are, as opposed to a game like, I don't know, Final Fantasy 13, like when they talk to each other, you're like, are you guys robots? Like who?
One game I will say gives a lot of props, Eden's Garden, because I was commenting with Pengi earlier today about it. Everything Ava did always made sense to her character and the type of person she was, and even in her final moment.
Remember to spoil.
Yes, Ava
It's killing game time!
would always try to, and everything she did always made sense. Especially in chapter 1.
For sure.
Who cares about the camera?
Exactly. Who cares about the camera?
It wasn't me. It was Among Us yesterday. We all know. Oh, Among Us yesterday was amazing.
Was Rosen there?
He watches. He doesn't play with us.
No, Rosen, you gotta play with us.
Rosen's very antisocial.
I got imposter like 3 or 4 times. I didn't win a single imposter.
I won an imposter game.
What it is, I was upset because
I robbed you.
Shamazing caught me killing you, and I'm so mad because I was shifter, so I could have transformed to someone else, and I didn't because I was like, oh, there's no one here. Oh, continue.
You won thanks to me, Peggy.
Lisa killed me a lot. Continue.
Well, yeah,
continue.
Lisa. I'm pretty sure Lisa was like premeditating Among Us strategies before the session, and that's why she was on fire last night.
Me and Storm could have won if we voted together, in the vote. But I said I was voting Lisa, and he's like, oh, I'm voting whatever. And he said that too late, because I already voted the other person. He should have voted with me. But, I did a really good job in Final 3 there.
You did. I was like, oh god, if I'm wrong, I am the worst boyfriend. But I was right, so.
Continue.
No. just before he was executed, he suddenly got so calm. He said he wanted to tell you he was sorry. See, this is why we like Takemaru. Sorry? To me? He gave me a letter. I'll read it to you. Takumi, I'm sorry for all the horrible shit I did to you. I just hated you so damn much. But when I thought about it with a cool head, I couldn't even remember why I felt that way about you. Maybe I was using my hatred for you to avoid confronting reality. Sorry I made you my scapegoat. I'm the only one to blame for everything.
Wow.
You don't gotta forgive me, but you gotta forgive Ima and Kako. Adios.
Aww.
That's the end of his message. Takemaru. Takemaru! You're such a good guy. I always knew that, since we'd already survived 100 days together once, but why did things have to end up this way this time? Takemaru. Takemaru. Takemaru! Ah! Nozomi ran her hand reassuringly over my back as I screamed my throat hoarse.
It was very clear Takemaru was going to be one to die. They foreshadowed it too much that he would die before Ima and Kako.
Sleep, wake up. Sleep, wake up. I cycled quickly between sleep and wakefulness. I think we're going to finish this route really soon. What I did weighed on me too heavily when I was awake, so I would retreat back to the land of sleep in search of reprieve. But when I fell asleep, I'd dream of the day I killed those people. Memory of my hands covered in their blood would return. I flew out of bed soaked in sweat. But even awake, I was still in hell. It was agony after agony whenever I was sleeping or awake, but I didn't try to pull myself out of the cycle. I can't run away from this pain. After all, this is what I... just then.
Takumi, still being antisocial in there.
Oh, shit. You're right, there's no day there, Lisa, but yeah, good call. Evening, Takumi. The two of us decide to sneak into your room in the dead of night. We hear Yugamu and Darmi in the darkness. Two of them sat beside my bed and launched right into some casual small talk. You were probably hoping for Tsubasa. Unfortunately, she's not feeling so well right now. Mental shock caused her to develop a fever, but she's getting better, so don't worry.
Mr. Tsubasa is getting 24-hour personalized care from me, so there's nothing to worry about at all. I dabbed every nook and cranny of Mr. Tsubasa with a damp cloth. The lewd sight of Mistress Tsubasa's body flushed by fever, it was crazy erotic.
Takumi, you're the only one who can protect Tsubasa from the clutches of this perverted succubus.
Get me out of here, 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 get me out of here!
Better get up before something horrible happens.
You can just call me Darmi the Cuckold Maker.
They kept directing the conversation back to me. I wanted to answer, but I desperately resisted the urge. We brought Darmi to meet Kamyan yesterday, but it was a total disaster. Darmi got way too excited by how cute she is.
Who could possibly keep their cool after seeing a cute little shrine maiden girl? Oh, come, your own light of my life, fire of my loins. I grabbed her and munched on those cute little ears. Even when she tried to bite me off with tears in her eyes, I munched without mercy.
Darmi was all over her, so Nozomi got jealous. Hearing them talk made me want to return to normalcy. But I can't go back. I can never go back. I took the lives of those people. I robbed them of the days that lied ahead of them. It wouldn't be fair if I just kept living a life of joy and pleasure. I can't allow it. I'm not going to get out of this bed. I'll stay here until I die. I need to wallow in the anguish of hell and die a dog's death. After all, this is the only way I can atone. Day 80. You're in an awfully sorry state, Takumi. I heard another voice. It was Camion. Did she leave the hangar to come check on me? Yugamu told me everything. No wonder you're so worn out. You must have been quite shocked to find out the truth behind what you refer to as invaders. Shocked didn't even begin to cover it. My whole world had been turned upside down. Takumi, as you've discovered, invaders were once human. The truth of the invaders is that they are combat organisms created from wounded soldiers and veterans. I never wanted to tell you this cold, painful truth. So we've been fighting other humans all this time. Yes, in a sense. Which means the destruction on the surface isn't because of world death. It's the scars left from the ravages of war. The Tokyo residential complex we'd all been living in before must have been some kind of underground shelter, then... Even if it is a war, we can't kill people. It's true that you killed people, but you could view it as an act of salvation. The people you killed were poor soldiers fated to be turned into combat organisms in the near future. You allowed them to die as humans. You freed them from their fate of being turned into monsters. That's compassion, not evil. Is it safe for Camion to be out with Ima, Kako, and the sponsor out there?
We're not in the middle of a killing game right now. On break, probably. Is it safe? Probably not, but it's safer.
All things are ordained by God. Our scriptures say there is no such thing as destiny. Camion tried desperately to reason with me, to free me from my guilt. And while I appreciated the thought, I didn't want to be freed. If I let myself forget what it felt like, I'm sure I'll just end up doing it again. I just had this horrible feeling that's what would happen. So I clung to my guilty conscience and decided to rot away here. It was only right.
You're completely depressed, aren't you, Takumi?
I heard another voice. This time it was the sponsor.
I think you've been tainted by the act of murder! It's hard the way you killed them so mercilessly! But never mind, the one who loves you, they will quite romantic!
So you see...
We need that line.
What?
So you see.
So you see...
Because my life forced me to push romantic stuff here to commit brutal sin!
It's funny, really.
You should see the look in your face, you look like a prisoner locked up in a dungeon!
A prisoner? Well, I am a criminal, so... I deserve to die a miserable death in a filthy cell.
The murder wakes from this delusion of romance at the princess corpse to discover there is no more than a mere murderer! He must find himself hideous and miserable case of himself! I wish you could wish he was dead!
Oh, that Monokuma laugh. A murderer pretending to be a knight in shining armor. That describes me perfectly. I don't regret my choice, but I wish I was dead. They're right. Hi, Jordan. Is this sponsor Junko? That would piss me off.
I only wish I could touch you now that you're so weak and fragile! But I can't, it's against the rules of the tension to touch you and prevent!
Even so...
Damn it, you made this ridiculous related round of fluid to Takumi! I guess I'll leave you no choice if this is the third mental state!
You're an evil murderer, and you think you're better than everyone else! Nobody likes you, everybody hates you, might as well go
Please say
eat
it.
worms!
This line.
Exclamation point sponsor. Everybody hates you. Actually, I'll make nobody likes you. Exclamation point tux 3.
There's Tux 1 and 2?
I think there is.
Why is there no Chief 1?
Chief. I need a command that resonates
Hiya,
with you.
papaya!
That's tux 1, yeah. Is there a tux 2?
Third here, damn it!
I forgot about that.
Guys, we need a Chief line.
I forgot about tux 2. Alright, well.
Alright.
The sponsor kept childishly insulting me.
I'm a third year, damn it!
I'm a third year, damn it.
Every time I fell asleep, it's actually from conception, I dreamed of the people I killed. They were ghosts glaring at me in the darkness.
Don't worry, guys. Nutmeg is back for the rest of the stream.
And when I awoke, oh, she looks very nice.
Should be getting a haircut on the 3rd.
Yeah, on Tuesday. I think she's mad at me because I had to put her in the crate earlier. No. What would Chief be, Grant? Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. We're figuring that out.
When I woke up, the ghosts would vanish. In their place was endless darkness. I'd go back to sleep, and the ghosts would hover in the air once more. I'd wake up and they'd disappear. Every day repeated itself. Gradually, I started to be unable to discern if I was dead or alive. Or maybe the night I killed them, I died with them.
Takumi!
Every day. I was on the verge of tears the moment I heard her voice. I wanted to leap out of bed and cling to her. It took everything in me not to act on that impulse.
I'm sorry I wasn't here sooner. I've been in bed all this time too. I'm sorry. You're in so much pain and you shouldn't be. I'm sorry you had to do something like that because of me.
I could clearly hear the sound of Tsubasa's tears hitting the floor.
Huh?
It's okay. I'm the one who did it. And when someone does something wrong, they need to suffer for it.
No, you didn't do anything wrong, Takumi. The ones we really should blaming are the people who put us in this horrible situation to begin with. We got dragged here all of a sudden and forced to fight these enemies we didn't know anything about. And then this killing game started. It's all so confusing. You didn't do anything wrong.
2 teardrops fell onto my cheek. The girl I love is crying. I want to comfort her, but I can't touch her. My hands are too dirty. No, Tsubasa. There's no point trying to rationalize it. I can't run away from what I did. My hands tell the story. They're covered in blood. Blood that will never wash away. It wasn't about words or reason. My hands gave it away. They branded me as a criminal. Don't worry about me anymore. I'm evil. I don't belong with you guys. I wanted to get Tsubasa as far away from me as soon as possible. I didn't want to sully her with all the sin and death I brought with me. But she never made any attempt to leave my side.
Fine. If you think you're a criminal, so be it. Takumi the criminal. I'm fine with the new label of yours, so at least hear what I have to say about our future.
Her future?
I talked with Yugama and Darumi. We're never going to be able to go back to how it was before. Yugama made Kiyoshika drink poison. Darumi killed Hiriko. Even if we tried to live like normal in the complex, I think we'd suffer trying to readjust.
Readjust.
I guess it looks so weird with font for words. It just be readjust. I don't know why, the font looks so weird for me. The peaceful lives.
Sometimes you just look at a word and you're like...
I was like, I know it's readjust,
Yeah.
but it looks... I think it's because the J doesn't go down. With its font.
She's right. We've strayed a long way from the lives we used to live. I couldn't face Mom and Dad. I couldn't go back to that life. Not that I even planned on trying. But Tsubasa, you're still clean. You can go back.
Listen to me, Takumi. We'll live together as roommates when we get to the artificial satellite.
Roommates?
We'll rent out some cheap little detached home and all 4 of us criminals can live together in poverty. It might be hard for us to reintegrate in society when we get back from the war, but at least when we get home, we'll have friends who went through it with us.
And we can get a 3-bedroom and I'll stay with Darumi.
I'm sure we can overcome anything as long as we are together.
I think we just got friend zoned. Tsubasa's voice was lively as she described our future together.
We'll get part-time jobs so we can afford food and pay the bills. I need to start researching some cheap but tasty recipes right away. And we can get some cheap appliances from secondhand shops. Even total junk is no problem because I can fix it.
Huh?
Tsubasa, what are you...
We'll be busy on weekdays, so we might not be able to see each other. But we can make up for it by making sure we take weekends off together. We can rent some cheap DVDs and have an all-day watch party. Aw.
That very moment, I could clearly envision the life Tsubasa was describing. It was so vivid, almost like I could reach out and grab it.
I bet Dad and me
Like
won't
I
wanna watch
said,
anything
ridiculous.
except B-grade horror movies. She and Yugamu will love it. We're gonna feel left out, but we'll still watch all of them to the end. Doesn't take much to convince us, huh? After we're done, we'll all clean up the popcorn Darumi threw all over the place. We'll all sigh and laugh as we sweep. You'll say, "You made us waste our day off watching these garbage movies." And I'll say, "But I kind of enjoyed it."
Aw. An overwhelming feeling welled up as I played out the scene in my head. This feeling rising up inside of me, it was longing. I wanted this future. I wanted it so bad it hurt. No. I can't start dreaming about the future. I can't let myself have a future after taking so many lives. It's not right. Go away. Go away. I frantically repeated those words in my head. Demons aren't allowed to dream about happy endings. There was a warm sensation on my lips. Tsubasa's lips rested neatly atop mine.
I just realized Nozomi wasn't in this.
Fuck Nozomi, apparently.
I'm taking the wheel!
Did you show Grant the Chapter 5 bad end from Danganronpa 1? He saw the picture, yeah. Her breath, her warmth, her hopes, her life. I felt all of it in my soul.
I just took half of your sins, Takumi. Guess that makes me a criminal too. And in exchange, I gave you half of my life.
The moment I heard those words, I truly felt like I'd been reborn. There was a faint warmth in my chest.
It's okay. You can make things right. I know you're a kind person, Takumi.
Yeah, apparently she kisses everyone to convince them.
So please, make my dream come true. Let's all be roommates.
Kissing roommates. Cheating on Yugamu, I know. After giving me another kiss on the cheek, she suddenly jolted back. Oh, I just realized Claire de Lune is playing again.
No, I did it again. I kissed two people practically back to back. Am I just easy? Anyway, Takumi, get well soon. I'm out of here.
Is this the polyamory route? Yeah, actually. Did you notice the couch arrangement? We had Yugamu on our right and Tsubasa on the left, and then Darumi was next to Tsubasa. They are literally in, like, whatever you call a four-person relationship.
I know, they're not...
It's not a thruple, it'd be like a quadruple. Tsubasa rushed out the door. The sound of her briskly shutting it behind her echoed in the room. The moment I heard that sound...
Huh?
Oh, she was death
Don't you want to see me naked? Huh? Huh?
I'd consciously risen to my feet. My body was moving. My heart was telling me it still wanted to live. I'm assuming, so there's something that the game needs to show us. At the end of each route, is there going to be a reason why he needs to travel back again? Which would mean that something very bad is going to happen in the end of this route still.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that.
But that might not be the case. It could be like Zero Escape, where like, you just reach the end of a route and you're like, wow, that was fucked, and then you just loop without this story being tied in. I feel like this game probably won't do that. It was as if I'd never lost the will to keep going in the first place. I felt almost as if I wasn't myself.
A lot of value was lost in this route, sadly.
Well, so many characters died. This game doesn't have throwaway trash characters like Mikan or Hyoko.
Okay.
Right, I guess I'm half Tsubasa now. Tsubasa had breathed half of her life into me, and she'd taken on half of my sin, which meant... I was saying, Lisa, I'm not sure if at the end of each route, is the game going to give Takumi a reason to need to go back to the beginning? Or are we just supposed to assume that as the player because we know that we have the power to time travel and flowchart jam? But if the game does explicitly show a reason, then something very bad is going to happen at the end of this route that makes Takumi be like, well, guess I'll go back again and try again. Which I think is likely. Oh, I would never talk ill of Kyoko, TJ Rivers. But yeah, it's just, spoilers for Danganronpa 2 Chapter 3. Okay, I'm gonna talk. After Grant and I completed it, we were like, wow, that chapter sucked. And then we just looked at each other and I was like, but nothing of value was lost, so let's just move on. And we were like, wow, all 3 of the fucking characters that died in this chapter were garbage. So who cares? Anyways, yeah, yeah, Mikan might be my least favorite character in the entire series. That's why she doesn't have a voice line. Okay, anyways, back to the game.
Why is there no Mikan line? I just said it there. No Mikan line.
Okay, Tsubasa.
She was the one character I
Let's do
100%ed.
Yeah, Grant chose to hang out with her, and that actually made me dislike her even more.
Yeah, it was not good. Alright, let's see.
I'm the most horrible person to ever exist. A complete villain who kills people. Scum that doesn't deserve to live. Trash. The Grim Reaper. A demon. It's exactly how I have to fight for my friends. I'll use these filthy hands to cradle Tsubasa's beautiful dream and keep it safe. And in order to do that,
I'm gonna finish this invader hunt once and for all.
And there's no more invaders.
so I guess the only invader we have to hunt
Then
is the
shut your
sponsor.
mouth and allow me to educate you.
This run's definitely gonna end with us fighting the dragon.
Maybe that's the catastrophe that'll make him warp. Sorry for worrying you guys. I'm fine now. The next morning, back on my feet, I called everyone to the hangar and apologized for being in bed for so long. How many days were we out? So basically,
We're out from 7.
yeah, so we lost like 6 days. Takumi, thank goodness you're okay. Hey, non-future roommate. You were so sad. There. I'll make you some porridge with egg later, okay?
He died in 78. Because, that was the day of whatever, but yeah.
So 78, Takemaru is alive, the next day he's dead, yeah, so...
Because he died at midnight.
This is so many dead characters for a route, what the fuck? No thanks on the porridge. I get the feeling Nozomi's been turning more and more sisterly ever since she started looking after Camion. Darumi, Yugamu, you two came to visit me a lot. Thanks for cheering me up.
Too bad you didn't die so I could have Mr. Tsubasa all for myself.
You look so adorable in your catatonic state. I wanted to immortalize you in wax and use you to decorate my room. Hey, stop saying scary things or no dessert. Seriously, stop with the big sister act.
Make everyone look like Kamyun to now.
I wanted to thank Camion too, but there was no sign of her. Maybe she was working on the escape pod. And last but far from least, Tsubasa. She awkwardly averted her eyes. I guess she must be feeling embarrassed about what happened. I decided I would talk to her about it later, then looked to Yugamu. He urged me to keep talking with his eyes. Takumi, sorry to do this when you're just getting back, but we need to discuss what happens next right away. If we take long, round 4 will start. Round 4 will last from day 86 until day 100. Right now is our break.
There's no way we're gonna do this a 4th time. Absolutely not.
We're all in agreement then. We're not participating in this invader hunt again. But if we want to leave the game, we're going to need to procure fuel for the escape pod somehow. Fuel as in a large amount of cryptoglobin. Camion said before we'd need the cryptoglobin from the strongest class of commanders. Strongest class of commanders. That Dalshia surely fits the bill. If we can beat him and take his Cryptoglobin, we'll definitely be able to launch the escape pod. But he was insanely strong. Our attacks didn't do anything to him.
I have PTSD from almost getting killed by him. Are you alright, Mr. Tsubasa? If you need somewhere to puke, aim for my face.
I can relate to your nausea. Dalshia is beyond powerful. How is it fair that his defense is enough to nullify every attack? He's the only one we can't just beat. Alone, that is.
What do you mean? We genuinely were able to hurt him.
We damaged him with bleed, but
We could kill him.
only if he didn't attack us.
Yeah, but there's no well, we were reducing his attack, so we only dealt 1 damage per attack. We could heal every single turn with Nozomi. I honestly think we could have beat him.
Alone? I wondered what he was implying, and just then... Please allow me to handle Dalshia! Whoa, when did you get here?
The jailbait Shrine Maiden. We have E as a line for Darmy.
People want it. I'll probably do it. Just in case I didn't
Is
already
there a
make
line
one.
for Lisa?
No.
Why, Lisa, why don't you have a line?
Most people do not have lines in chat. It's pretty much just Tux. Oh, and E-tier.
Lisa, can we have a line for you? What would you like? I'm gonna get it for you, don't worry.
Yugamu and Nozomi could probably 2v1 Dalshia if the game would let you, right?
I'll find one. Thank you.
See me naked?
Make it maybe a Mikan one.
Yeah, I think Kyoshika69 is the Lisa line.
That's it deleted. Thank you.
Alright, we'll submit it for approval. I can't make any promises that it'll get approved though, Lisa. It's so cute when you just show up like that. My sister's the cutest girl in the cosmos. True enough, but more importantly... Camion, do you know anything about Dalshia? Dalshia is one of the most renowned warriors in all of history. Naturally, word of his abilities spread throughout the land.
Then how do we get through the impossible defenses of his besides bleed?
Dalshia. He's permanently cloaked in a mist of divine blood, Cryptoglobin. The blood he expels is the true form of his impenetrable defense. In order to damage him, you must first destroy his cloak of Cryptoglobin. Destroy it? How could we do that? It's simple. Use poison. Pure divine blood is weak only to poison. Even more so when it's exposed like that. We need a poison that works on Cryptoglobin. We better figure that out. Huh? Wait, hold on. I could swear we already... Cryptoglobin, can you get that cord for my PS5? Yep. I'll have to unplug it from PS5 too. Thank you. The Cryptoglobin, they absorb forces through their bodies, so I simply need to develop a poison that acts on Cryptoglobin. Hey Yugamu, you made a poison that works on Cryptoglobin when you killed the previous sponsor, right? Could we use that to beat Dalshia? Yes, I was thinking the same thing. I've already given Camion the poison I made. Yugamu's poison is quite well made. After I make a few improvements to it, it'll be able to break through Dalshia's impenetrable defenses. Very cute, Nutmeg. Things were moving smoothly and quickly. If we keep this momentum going, we'll be able to take down Dalshia and get his Cryptoglobin. But don't celebrate just yet. We have another foe who's a far bigger nuisance. Let me guess, the sponsor. I can't get a read on them at all. It's highly likely that they'll insert themselves in our battle with Dalshia.
But even more evil trick in store for us, knowing them they'll definitely do.
Maybe we should take the sponsor out first.
I want to kill Dalshia first. If we keep letting Grandpa wander from outside the old folks' home, it's not going to be...
In short, we have two options right now. Oh, here we go. Target Dalshia or target the sponsor. Making that decision Falls to the team leader, I suppose. It so pains me to force you to make a decision while you're convalescing, but I would prefer it if our leader chose our course of action. Hey, baby girl. Sure. Alright, he's gonna be in the kitchen. You just gotta stay. Whatever you choose, we'll see it through to the end. Do we take care of Dalcia as soon as possible, or do we take out the sponsor first? If we get Dalcia's Cryptoglobin, we can escape, but it's entirely possible the sponsor will throw something at us to stop us. Maybe we should start with the sponsor then. But I really would rather avoid a direct confrontation with them. We already know how to deal with Dalcia, but we don't even know who or what the sponsor really is. Dalcia or the sponsor? I have to make a choice. What am I gonna do here?
I actually don't know what
So I think logically it would make sense to try and kill the sponsor. However, I don't think that we have any, we don't have access to information on how to kill the sponsor. So I feel like if we choose that, we die. So I think the answer is Dalcia, but the sponsor is going to interfere. And that's just a part of the story.
Kill the sponsor.
Right.
Or you're gonna have to kill both. Well, no, if you kill the sponsor, you can't. Oh, no, you just both.
Right.
But you kill. You kill the sponsor, you have to kill both of them. If you kill Dalcia,
Yeah, I'm gonna choose the Dalcia because I don't think we have enough info to fight the sponsor. I'm kind of interested to see that.
Well, after...
We'll fight Dalcia. It's way better if we can avoid fighting the sponsor. We have no idea what they might throw at us, after all. Avoiding fighting an unknown entity sounds logical to me.
Then our next opponent is Dalcia. I'll give it all I've got this time.
That ogre popped me like a balloon. I need to get my revenge. Camion. I can't emulate the greatness. Camion, please get to work on the poison for Dalcia. Indeed. Follow my divine footsteps toward your fated victory. Camion, I'll help you. I have a bit of medical knowledge. If I recall, Dalcia said something after we fought him last time. He said he'd come to the school. Hi. If he says he's gonna come to us, then we'll let him. We'll set up poison traps around the school grounds and be ready and wait to engage. We'll intercept him. It was settled. We wouldn't participate in round 4. Instead, we made steady preparations for whenever Dalcia eventually showed up.
Oh, we got to see the house today, by the way, that we're buying.
Yeah, it was good.
The upstairs is very nice. Fun. Like, they really don't eat.
Well, they're gonna put in that,
Yeah, but that's really...
the island.
It's everything's brand new.
She is crazy for selling that house, but as soon as I saw how young she was, I'm like, oh, this checks out. She's making a kind of foolish decision.
Oh, she's making very...
Yeah. Day 87 was when Dalcia finally showed up at the school, but his entrance completely defied our expectations, in more ways than one. Did we choose the death route? Dalcia had just walked right onto school grounds. After finding him standing out there, we rushed out of the school and over to where he was standing. When did you get here?
What happened to the alarm? Why didn't it go off? Alarm. What are you talking about?
Is this a commander? Yeah, his name's Dalshia. He's incredibly strong, so look out.
I've watched from the roof. He just walked through the wall of fire like it was nothing.
The old timer has to be basically invincible if undying flames can't even touch him.
Damn it, this wasn't in the plan. The fight wasn't supposed to start like this. It was so sudden that we were thrown off. It was going to be hard for us to even fight properly now.
I'll give you 1 minute. Calm your minds and prepare to battle.
With that, Dalshia turned away and put some distance between us. He's waiting?
Did he mention he didn't like to do sneak attacks or something before, right?
Looks like we've been saved by his code of chivalry. Yeah, we were about to get completely wiped out before we could even get started. We calmed ourselves during the minute we were given. And then we began our battle against the practically invincible commander. I'm kind of feeling like we might have chosen the route where we just die.
Right here. Can we check the routes or no?
Nah, let's wait till we get an ending. Oh, 3 fronts with this many people?
Oh, hard.
God of the planet, hear my plea and lend me thy strength. Blood of my bond release!
Checking the route is like checking the artwork.
Lisa!
It really does just look like Arcade Realm to me.
It was sick, by the way.
Let us begin. Come and prepare to die. This is our last fight. Everybody, stick to the plan. What plan? Nobody told us anything.
We have traps buried around the school grounds. We just have to get him to step on one.
Reckless attacks will get you killed. We're going to need to use our wits for this fight.
Hit Dalshia with Poison Trap. Okay. So...
I wonder if we could kill him with just making him bleed. It would take forever, but we could do it.
Immune to stun, movement not hindered by terrain or units, negates effects of piercing, adds armor after taking action, and gets 2 actions per turn.
You could totally kill him. Can we do a save here? I want to kill him. In my free time.
This is the forbidden grant save. Alright.
I'll let you guys know how it goes when I end up doing it.
So... I guess I should farm the AP from these guys first. Right, she's not going to be able to get her pulse attack for a bit. What's going on this side? This side should be easy to clear since he met Kako, and they gave you Gamu there too. This is a really stacked side. Do the thing with Kako.
Yeah, it's so broken.
I'll do my best.
And they're right next to each other, so you can damage person and probably.
Here goes. I won't give up. I'll set
So
it
now
up.
Ema is just...
You can one-shot that enemy. So
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's at 5 damage.
You can one-shot that enemy with her though, because
She has the thing. Is she lined up already?
Can't quit now.
Yep.
You might be worth retrapping and then just doing your 9 attack thing to pull along. 20 to get 250. That puts her in danger of dying.
Try and dodge this. I'm feeling weaker.
You should try that too. Oh, using Ema is easily one of the best characters because of this. It almost feels like an exploit.
Or are you saying my idea to bleed and kill whatever his name is? Which also is a great idea.
Yeah. Grant wants to bleed kill the 80 HP boss. Because Grant is what?
Let's get to the killing.
Crazy!
I'm barely low enough.
Yeah, let's do this.
Does this do it for you? I can't wait. Stinks, doesn't it? You make a lovely corpse. All good. Here goes. I'll leave them a little something. I guess I'm up.
Yeah, usually when I do this, I just defense
Hardly
potion
a
Kako.
challenge. Here goes. Time for me to move.
Just so I don't forget.
I'm all right. Here goes.
You could try that, but I don't know how the game will react since the win condition is to poison the commander.
Yeah, I'm just curious what happens if he dies.
This one actually won't hit my turn.
Like, he might just stay at 0 or something.
I think, yeah, with this group, you probably just want to bait the commander into going towards there. So here, we're gonna...
Do it!
This. Although, if you do Homicide, the one when she's fatigued or whatever, like the changed one, that's like a power 3, isn't it?
I get one.
No, the changed version.
It's killing game time! This is perfect! Here we go!
That's weird.
I mean,
Ready when you are.
I think we just do this.
Keep it coming. I'm taking the wheel. Ready when you are.
She goes all the way around, amazing.
We did it! Leave it to me. How's this? I'm taking the wheel.
To hit that one.
Hi-ya! Let's keep it up.
Yeah, the terminal will take a little bit of damage, but I wanna...
Say when.
I need the damage boost for
I've
right
got this.
now. Oh, it will one shot.
My turn. This should do it. Let's go. Ha! Got it.
I can't kill this, so I think the play is to just try to them.
I'm gonna attack you guys, so honestly,
Yeah.
Ready when you are.
I got this.
All right. Oh, I should have put fences. Oh.
Damn it.
Oh, I see. He has to attack the poison trap enough times for it to go off. Got it.
This is poison gas.
Wow, that's all for wave 1. Lame!
I never would have guessed there was a poison that could work on me. My vaunted defense has come tumbling down.
I'm okay for right now.
Don't turn tail and run just because your
Actually, I'll take it.
gone. We urgently need you to die for
I
us.
think I put it near the TV.
Now why would I run? I have been waiting to be cornered like this my entire life. I always fought to die.
Probably another reason why.
To die?
To die on the battlefield is the fate of all true warriors. Do you not also long for the pleasure of an honorable death?
Absolutely not. Because all we want is to live.
Life and death are two sides of the same coin. For you to live, you must put your enemy to death. Now that the time has come, kill me to gain the life you so deeply desire.
Alright. Is this... Holy shit, that's big.
Great.
Alright, grants in for... Annihilate enemy boss is the condition. Oh, so wait, is his armor gone?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, shit.
They probably lost his abilities, right? He lost his...
He didn't lose any ability, but he doesn't have the 99 buried.
No, he used to have it whenever he activated armor.
Oh, you're right. This commander embraces the Rosen philosophy. Why, yes.
I'll set it up. I can still fight.
I agree with Nano now that we know the game a little bit better, by the way.
Oh,
I think Kako is, like, top 3 units. Because
I know. Here goes.
by doing this, not only is she making Ima a lot better, she has access to her high damage still, and she can now proc Unyielding Spirit, which is the low HP boost with Hemo Anima. And if you use her as the person farming kills, Last Yell can proc on her repeatedly. So it's just like, she plays the game system better than maybe any other character.
I can't wait.
You need an attack potion.
Time for me to move.
Or if you
Let's
want to
get
use
to
it,
the
yeah, you
killing.
could attack the senior.
You've got me all excited.
I do like that our
Let's
meta
get to the
evolved
killing.
into using that. Because when we started playing, I was like, oh, why would I just use our anima
good to
to
go.
do a
Does
permanent
this
attack
do it
just like
for
this,
ya?
but it's so
Such
handy.
a beautiful death.
Tsubasa should still have the plus, so you could...
Leave it to me.
What even is... Have we seen one like that before? Can she drive the perimeter of the map and kill everything? I mean, we've been also... I feel like our opinion of the characters has changed a bit. Like, we are using Tsubasa a lot more than we did it earlier in the game.
Whenever.
I mean, I think Kako is really strong in that thing, but I also think she's not better than another character doing that exact same strategy.
The reason why it's better to do it with Kako, though, is because doing that makes Ima, like, insanely good.
No, but I'm saying the, like, last repeat attack. Like, I still don't think Kako has too many downsides for me to think she's that, like, top character.
But the reason why it's good to do with Kako is because she can... You wouldn't have another character that reliably gets put into low HP. Like, I guess you could Desperation Potion with anyone.
You could. I mean, she's the best at the strategy, but everyone could do it.
Yeah, and you could also argue she's less effective with doing it because she puts attack -3 on herself. But I'm pretty sure the devs realized how broken she would be if she didn't have that.
I still think we can upgrade every character's passives later in the game at some point. This is here.
Watch out! Ready when you are. Out of the way!
Yeah, you're only gonna have 1
Leave
HP
it
after
to
everything's
me.
done.
Let's roll!
But you're gaining a ton of voltage doing this.
I'm taking the wheel. How's this? I'm good whenever. Out of the way!
Like, I think easily stall.
Say when. Time to use it. Let's do this. This should do it.
Nozomi might be able to place them.
Time for action.
Time for action! I might make that
Here's one
next
for
vision with
Cam.
Nozomi.
I've got this. Good to go. Harder.
Just destroy the fences. It's so funny. I think Darby can do bleeds?
Time for me to move.
We might need to fly Ema over.
I'm all right. Here goes. You'll have to take it from me here.
Yeah.
Here we go!
Does she have a bleed move? Maybe it's when she's changed? Wait, what does Stay With Me even do?
Let's go!
Oh, inflicts movement debuff.
Seriously depressing.
Oh yeah, the mines would probably
I'll use
like
it.
make fences
Okay,
and mines and
okay.
then just throw. Honestly, who cares if it gets to army?
Here, right there.
Oh my god, it's better than Karara!
Oh no, it's not.
Let's get to the killing.
I miss Kurara. Rosa, not now.
Oh, good. I guess I'm up. I'll blow
He
you
was so
away.
good.
Hardly. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I thought his passive was gonna be bad, and then
We realized desperation potion.
yeah.
I guess I'm up.
For
Out
some
of the
reason,
way,
something I was
Pest.
struggling to pull on the
All
other
too
side without
easy.
him. I just like done.
Yugamo could have done
Okay, okay.
similar things too. Spring trap again? Wow. You know we've never tried to spring trap Tsubasa. That would look so
What a
funny.
nuisance. Oh, good. Out of the way, Pest.
We need to upgrade Ema.
Here goes.
He's barely getting any voltage for his attacks.
I'll blow you away. All too easy. I've got
When
this.
Peggy chose to embrace Danganronpa, he chose to kill off Kurara. You literally can't make this shit up.
Oh fuck.
Should be fine. It's 2 enemies. Defense potion? I mean, man.
Oh my god, it's better than Karara.
It's damaging Darumi too.
Fire.
Oh, she's low HP. That's actually good.
I'm spent.
Killing Karara is true despair. Yeah.
I can't wait.
And yeah, all of my favorites other than Nozomi died. But honestly, Nozomi had character death for me in this
Let's
group.
get to
Like,
the
I don't
killing.
even like her that much anymore. Nozomi was fucking annoying in this group. And she do the defense potion? They can't reach her? That's fucking hilarious. Hey, Dammy.
Okay, okay. I guess I'm up. Here goes. This is more like it. Okay, okay.
So wait, the boss counts as a
I guess
flying
I'm
enemy,
up.
so is he getting bonus damage here too? Jesus Christ, Ema's the best!
I guess I'm up. Try this on the side.
8 damage?
I guess I'm up. out of the way!
I don't believe it!
Try this on the side!
This is broken. He was so broken.
What a nuisance!
Hold up,
Here
so
goes.
bad now.
Imagine if we gave him the impact thrust treatment. He'd be gaining like 14 voltage per attack.
Yeah, we should go back.
Damn it!
I know, if it was leveled, Lisa, it would actually be even more broken than it currently is.
Okay, okay.
And also because he can attack a diagonal, he can counterattack. Does he his counterattack? Yeah, he does. So you can't.
I guess
you
I'm
can't
up.
hit him. Weird angles.
What a
The
nuisance!
fight is literally over.
Oh, good.
Well, in an unexpected twist of fate, Ema is actually broken. Hi, Reavers. How's it going? I think this is probably the last fight of this route.
So I've lost.
I mean, all the commanders are dead.
My destruction.
Can we talk about how they actually just threw away Veshness?
Yeah, I'm actually so surprised about that. Tsubasa killed her.
I have no regrets. I die a warrior.
I still don't get it. Deep down, doesn't everyone want to keep on living?
In this world, sometimes death is more constructive than continuing to live. When I defied that woman, I was ousted from my position as a hero. Imprisoned, I despaired of dying in that emptiness. I am truly grateful you all appeared.
By the way, guys, can you believe that this is our 20th session of 100 Line already?
Yeah. Because now I can die on the battlefield as a warrior.
You know, that means in the last month, we played this game on 20 different days.
Thank you for fighting honorably.
You could have massacred us if you'd opted for a sneak attack instead.
Yeah. I'm glad you were the last enemy we had to face.
It was an honor to have you as my last opponents as well.
Enduring the unendurable.
You are all true warriors. Now, finish me off like the warriors you are, and enjoy your reward.
Cue
of
the sponsor.
life.
If we couldn't get Dalshia's Cryptoglobin, we could take the escape pod to the artificial satellite. I held my sword over my head, ready to end Dalshia's life. Or I could say anything in response. The sponsor's bees descended furiously from above. I mean, you knew this was gonna happen.
What are these insects?
They lifted Dalshia's body high up in the air, and before I could so much as blink, they'd sucked all the blood out of him.
Bravo! A truly incredible victory! Beating an unfair boss like that means you really are top-class hunters!
Suddenly appearing out of nowhere, the sponsor took control of the scene.
Oh, great. You're always just in time to ruin things.
Get out of here! I don't even want to look at you!
What are you doing here, sponsor? This isn't your scene. Drop Dalshaw's Cryptoglobin and get lost.
Oh, Takumi! I'm so glad to see you're feeling better. But if you're not sick anymore, you should really be hunting. Let Invader hunt without you is hardly worth running. Turns out, every good game needs the villain. A savage murderer like you.
Shut up and give us the Cryptoglobin. Do you want me to kill you right here?
True, confirmed the sponsor is not Dharmi since we've officially seen them in the same place.
Okay, settle down. I'll give your prize back here.
This is just like the time that I thought Rosen was Fail until they were in the chat at the same time. The sponsor cleared their throat and began to imitate the previous sponsor.
I shall divide this mighty prize among only the most excellent of my hunters. I'll split Dalshaw's Cryptoglobin between the current 3 top players. In first, Darby Amamiya. In second, Takumi Sumino. In third, Yugamu Omotagi. These 3 will receive the reward.
Maybe it's Dharmi from a different timeline that absorbed Takumi's Cryptoglobin. Oh my fucking god. The sponsor used the bees to distribute syringes filled with Dalshia's Cryptoglobin to the top 3 hunters. All of Dalcia's Cryptoglobin ended in the hands of our team. In other words, we'd be able to launch the escape pod. I desperately fought to keep the smile off my face. I was so happy on the inside that I wanted to dance, but I couldn't show my emotions in front of the sponsor. I need to tread carefully until we launch the escape pod. With joy in our hearts, knowing we'd outwitted the sponsor, our team left the schoolyard. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get on the escape pod, get to the satellite, and see whatever the fuck is up there, and then realize that we need to time warp again. He deserves to be on the screen here.
Oh, we got so much.
I want to know about the satellite so bad too. We're up back above 50k BP, by the way.
I wish we could just go back and just get our things to work.
Oh yeah.
Get linguistic work.
With Dalcia's Cryptoglobin in hand, we headed right for the hangar. Don't worry, some of the other routes are gonna have free time, so we'll be.
My route will be free time, not free time started like yours.
Yeah, this was literally the despair no free time route.
I did not think this route would be fun. 100.
With Dalcia's Cryptoglobin in hand, we headed right for the hangar. We ran down the halls at full tilt. We arrived at the gym, then through the hole under the loose floorboard. We went to the escape pod hangar. Camion, we got Dalcia's Cryptoglobin. We finally did it.
Camion, give me a high five.
We held up our hard-won syringes of Cryptoglobin and announced the good news to Camion. But... Camion? Maybe she's taking a nap.
Little Shine Maiden, come on out already.
We called, but Camion didn't come. She must have focused on her work inside the pod. I checked inside, but... there was no sign of her in the escape pod either.
Why? Why isn't she here? I told her it was dangerous, so she needed to stay put.
Maybe she noticed we were fighting Dalcia and went to see how it was going.
She was really worried about whether we'd be able to win.
Let's look for her. We can't let the twins find her.
She's more than likely a threat, a target of the invader hunt. If the twins find her, they might go after her in hopes of getting her points, like what happened with Eva. Is Camion the sponsor? That would be a fucking gag. Are we finally reaching the end of this route? I think we're gonna beat this route today, Rosen.
I don't know, we only have an hour.
I think we got this. We sprinted out of the storeroom and looked all over the school. In every classroom. The infirmary. The war room. The rec room. No matter where we looked, there was no sign of her. We regrouped at the gym. She's not here. We can't find her anywhere. Camion, where'd you go?
Stay calm, Nozomi. We're going to find her.
But if we haven't found her, it's possible someone took her. What? If it was Ima or Kako, they might have already taken her outside the school.
There's no point if you don't send them outside. We need to hurry. We should all search outside.
We ran through the entrance into the schoolyard in search of Camion, but we found someone blocking our way.
Is it Ima?
Sponsor?
What's the rush? It's a track and field day!
Happy birthday!
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Move! We don't have time for you right now! We squeezed past the sponsor and started to run for the wall of fire.
Are you guys looking for someone?
We defeated the big dragon guy and got the Cryptoglobin needed for the rocket ship, but now Camion's missing.
Pardonnez-moi.
I I skidded to a halt in the dirt and whirled around to face a sponsor. Don't tell me. Did you take Camion?
It says Nozomi.
It says Nozomi says this, wow. How? Of all the people to find her, why the sponsor? Where are you hiding her? Give her back. Give her back right now.
Nozomi, if you attack them, you'll be breaking the rules.
Tsubasa just barely managed to restrain Nozomi from grabbing the sponsor. Sponsor, you abducted her, didn't you?
Oh my god, you snatched a little girl, you big freak. You better give her back. Make it quick and I won't tell everyone you're a sick pedo.
You see,
I was just doing your job of capturing a shrine and delivering that to her property. You should be thanking me.
I knew it. She must have realized we were fighting and gone to check on us. Unfortunately, she must have run into the sponsor. Give her back! Give Camion back!
Please! Get me back my sister!
The sponsors silently stared at Nozomi as she screamed. They must have found it amusing. They love toying with people's emotions. What do you want, sponsor? What do we have to do to get you to give her back? Tell us what you want right now.
You stop accusing me of kidnapping a sword and snatching a needle horn.
Liar! Then where is she?
What a strange question. He's been with you this whole time.
Oh my god, that cryptoglobin was from Camion, not the invader boss.
You think?
Yes.
With us? What? What are you even saying?
I mean, I just turned around to check your face.
Handed her out? You mean the syringes? What do those have to do with... Then it hit me. Oh. A vicious chill ran down my spine. I immediately pulled the syringe out of my pocket. No. No way. That's Dalshia's cryptoglobin in there. It has to be.
It wasn't all that much, but the little girl had some cryptoglobin inside of her. I sucked it out of her and put it in a syringe along with those shoes.
This is getting way too meta.
A social blood donation service for my hardest workers.
Give me that laugh.
The sponsor's laugh echoed across the school grounds.
I'm sad.
My head spun and I nearly collapsed on the spot. That means while we were fighting Dalshia, Camion was already...
No, you're lying. You have to be lying.
Yeah, I don't believe it. You're just messing with us.
That's what you heard. Let's take a look. Yeah, they managed to find her body.
Camion, where are you? Nozomi was walking on unsteady legs, her expression stunned. Camion, where are you? Answer me, please. After that, we walked every inch of the school in search of Camion.
Remove the Nagato command. They're making too much. They're using it wrong.
We need the Nagato command, but yeah, they're being. The sponsor was just lying. There was no way she could be dead. That's what we wanted to believe, but... After night fell, we found a body in the corner of the schoolyard. It was drained of cryptoglobin and completely desiccated? But we were sure it was her.
Can we get the route split now? Because I guess if we killed her, then Tommy would be alive. Or killed him.
I think it was a death.
Nope. Continued. The dead end. The full route split where there's an actual ending for both.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, we can still leave with the pod as long as it's repaired, I think.
Yeah, this is an they're both endings. That's a route split.
Wait, Nozomi! I couldn't stop her. She was mad with grief knowing her little sister had been killed. Driven by pure loathing, she charged at the sponsor. Nozomi's attack didn't even graze them through the protection of the bees. Oh.
Why she wasn't included in our apartment dream?
She was gonna get beed. As punishment for violating the rules, she was executed.
Yeah!
Oh, that's it. That's the ending.
That's an ending? Why does it end there?
A cruel end for Camion.
Oh, you're right, we did finish that ending. Bring it, run.
So we just do the other split now, right?
Fine.
So, anyway...
Yeah, that didn't feel like an ending. That was so, like, that it just stops because Nozomi dies?
Yeah, that's so weird. That should not be an ending. You can fix the pod, though.
Yeah, they literally could have escaped and gone forward.
Tsubasa can fix it. Alright, let's kill the sponsor.
Start of day decision.
It's over because Nozomi died.
That was the ending CG, just Nozomi getting executed.
Give all this.
Alright, so... we're choosing to kill the sponsor now. It's your future. I still want to defeat the sponsor. They're the embodiment of evil. Unless we eradicate them from this world, they'll come back to haunt us again and again. I fell for their ruse and became a murderer. I can't let anyone else make the same mistake.
I totally agree with Takumi. I'll never forgive the sponsor for toying with us and exploiting our kindness. Never! Nobody gets away with harming my dear Takumi.
My dear Takumi? Is there something we should know?
That was just a joke, There's nothing going on between Takumi and me besides the kisses and the sex. Nothing at all, right? Right, Takumi?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Like, not even a teensy bit... Like, not even a teensy little thing. Cross your hearts and hope to die? What sort of follow-up question is that? I already said it was nothing. Although, I mean, if we're getting technical, there is this one thing.
Why are you telling them about that?
It just slipped out.
Blow up and die, you dumb normies. Only Takumi, though.
What is happening? Why are Tsubasa and Takumi fighting all of a sudden? This is more of an expression of love. You'll understand when you're older. Stop it. We have better things to do than tease me right now. I think we should be talking about this even more. We all want to see you happy, Takumi. What? See me happy? You've been suffering all this time because you took on the toughest role among us. So when we see you happy, it gives us a sense of relief. Basically, we wish for your happiness as much as you wish for ours. Didn't you know? We were heartbroken for all those days because you were out of commission. Yeah, Tsubasa and I share a soul now. Just be upfront, right? We'll fight the sponsor for daring to inflict so much pain on you just for kicks.
Because making you happy is the only reason we're even fighting.
In that moment, I knew in my heart that we could beat the sponsor. With friends like this behind me, I could overcome any cunning or intrigue the sponsor threw at me. This time we'll succeed. The sponsor is going down. We all exchanged glances and nodded. I vowed to myself that we would defeat the sponsor. Okay, we need to firm up our strategy. If you'll all kindly accompany me to the biolab.
Why the biolab?
There's something I need to show everyone, something critical to our plan and to beating the sponsor. Yugamu led us to the biolab. Here you go, take a look at these. Yugamu retrieved some things from a shelf and laid them out on the desk. These are dismembered parts of a dead body. Indeed. I went around collecting them from all over the schoolyard while we were on our little break. A dismembered body in the schoolyard? Whose is it? There's no mistaking it. These are the body parts of our first sponsor, the one who self-destructed on the last day of the second round. They blew themselves up to hide their identity after they realized the poison was lethal. That must be why some of these body parts are charred. Anyway, I analyzed these assorted remains the other day, and I discovered something very intriguing. This body had already been dead for several years. Does that mean... Oh, fuck. It's Ato.
No, it doesn't make your stuff. No.
Years, but the sponsor only self-destructed 20 or so days ago. I was surprised too. I convinced myself I must have made a mistake. So I checked again and again, but the result was always the same. Every corpse had been dead for at least a few months, sometimes years. So my final conclusion was this. The sponsor's true identity was a dead body.
Dead body? You mean they were a zombie?
Think about it. Doesn't it make a lot of what we knew about them make sense? They didn't need to eat or sleep. They kept coming back, even when we killed them. That's like the textbook definition of a zombie. I don't know, it sounds too outrageous to me. You think it's impossible, right? But how many impossible things have we already witnessed since coming to the academy? There's probably an actual person controlling these dead bodies using hemoanima. That would explain why the sponsor had so many bodies at their disposal. They were all corpse puppets. And they could grab as many dead bodies as they wanted from a cemetery or something.
Yeah, but it's still, the person who puppeteering them still absorbed the hemoanima, so it still affected them. So the poison still worked on them. It was very ingenious.
That's what the first sponsor really was, an army of dead bodies. This idea could also explain why they organized the invader hunt in the first place. What do you mean? By making us slaughter invaders by the dozens, the sponsor would get their prime pick of dead bodies. Then they could create as many spares as they wanted.
They were powering themselves up by making us create dead bodies for them.
Exactly. To the sponsor, we're just corpse-churning contractors. That's why the rules of the hunt are fairly lenient toward the players. It was set up in such a way to ensure the sponsor wouldn't lose too many of their contractors all at once.
Only you executing one player per round did seem kind of half-assed to me.
And the duration of each round suddenly went up to 15 days, slowing down the pace of the executions.
The pointless reason was to help us stay alive for longer as well. Because we were able to hunt together as teams.
All so we could create as many dead bodies as possible. We've been dancing to that zombie's morbid tune, and it irks the hell out of me. Do you think the second sponsor's also a corpse puppet? Odds are deathly high. They claim to be the sponsor's successor, but they're likely just one of many corpses the first sponsor still is at their disposal. This is mind-boggling. The sponsor's been using us all this time to create dead bodies that they turn into zombies. But wait. A blood-curdling possibility suddenly flashed across my mind. If the
What about
sponsor
Ito
could
and
control
Dako's bodies?
dead bodies, yeah. Yugamu. If the sponsor's ability is to control corpses, could they use our friends' bodies as well? What if they raid Kyoshika's grave and steal Kurara's body? Haku and Eito's bodies are in danger as well. We've left them in the morgue. The sponsor could have easily stolen them from under our noses.
That's just inhumane, using their bodies even after they died. Irk.
Let's go check the graves in the morgue immediately. We need to make sure the bodies are all accounted for. We all turned at once and started to dash out of the lab when... Whoa, chill out, guys. Yugamu stopped us, his arms outstretched across the doorway. I've already secured our friends' remains. Secured them? Where? In their own dignified coffins in my room. Since we're on the subject, come and pay your respects. We hesitantly headed to Yugamu's room. Inside we saw... Yugamu's room was packed from wall to wall with coffins. It looked more like a morgue than a bedroom.
Where's your furniture? Your bed?
I dismembered and disposed of them. I figured these guys' eternal sleep was more important than mine, you know?
Thank you, Yugamu, for protecting their bodies all by yourself. I'm so glad they're safe.
Yeah. You did great. Once the invader hunt is over, we'll give them a proper reburial.
Yugamu, what are those things on top of the coffins?
The bombs from inside their bodies. I surgically removed them when I brought them here.
Oh my! He sleeps in the coffins with them? I mean, honestly.
It didn't feel right to leave something so sickening inside them, even in death.
Yugamu.
I could feel my tears welling up at Yugamu's kind consideration. He was probably more repulsed by the bombs than ever, having been blown up by one himself the other day. We all stood before the coffins to pay our respects before leaving Yugamu's room.
Aw. He's a good guy.
The moment we stepped out of Yugamu's room onto the roof, we heard an unexpected voice.
Oh, do you guys have a minute?
Long time no see, everyone. Ima and Kako. Well, you two are an unusual sight around here. To what do we owe the honor? I could already feel tensions rising. We exchanged knowing glances and prepared ourselves to fight if needed to. Nobody could tell what these two were thinking. Nobody even injured Nozomi. No, they even injured Nozomi during the Ava incident before.
No need to be worried. We're here to offer our unconditional surrender.
Right, like a white flag. Kako raised both hands as a sign of surrender. So you're not going to antagonize us anymore?
I mean, it's not like we can beat you guys, right?
And now Takemaru's dead.
There's really no point competing against you the way things are right now. In fact, we were hoping we could join you.
Sounds like a good deal for you.
After all those terrible things you said to Takumi,
I was not expecting you to welcome us free. Of course I'd come bearing a gift.
What kind of gifts?
My life. I'll stay in last place all through the next round and die. In exchange, I should keep my dear sister safe when I'm gone.
What? Aw, brother dearest, what are you talking about?
I'll let you lock me in the cage in the courtyard if you doubt my sincerity. Then I'll die in the same cage Eva once occupied, poetic justice for my attempted murder of her, don't you think?
Ima. Brother dearest, no! How could I live without you?
You were completely fine in the other route without him. Get over it.
Come on, sister dearest, this is the way it should be. Although,
in this route, she never
that
really
an
learned
older
to be
brother
separate.
takes the place of his sister when she faces certain death.
Ima's words made me remember what Ava said just before she died.
To earn my title as mother?
I would call her fine.
Well, she did learn independence in the other room to some degree.
It was more they both learned independence because they both said no matter what,
if one of us
Who never
dies, the
sacrifices
other
her
one needs to
children.
live.
Like,
to
yeah.
benefit
Where before they
herself.
wanted to die together, in the next route they said they wanted to live for each other.
Yeah.
And so, as much as they weren't really okay, they learned to survive without the other person.
A loving heart that moved someone to give their life to protect another, completely contrary to what the Killing Game stood for. And that was why. That's fine. You can both join our team.
Really? I'm gonna
Yeah.
be honest, Ima, even in this route, is still my favorite character.
Takemaru asked me to forgive you two anyway.
I'm so grateful, Mr. Samino. I will die as promised, so please take care of my dear.
On one condition.
Ima, you are... Oh.
Ima, you are prohibited from dying. You need to survive too.
What? Hold on, Mr. Samino. If I survive, someone else has to die.
No. Nobody has to die. We're gonna put an end to this game. Don't worry, as long as we remain united, the sponsor will be no match for us.
My favorite part of last run, first of all, when Ima became Saray, and then second, when Pengi tried to steal my Ima, and then I'm like, no, it's the same. They said it's his voice box, so don't you dare try and steal my character just because all your characters are dying.
Well, we had a bit of a flip-flop of that in this route. You lost a ton of characters.
Yeah, I did. But...
You tried to steal Nozomi from me.
Because
it was revealed that she's Karua.
Because I said originally that I call Karua. That was in the beginning of the game. I said I call Karua.
Yeah, you said, and I quote, Karua is the coolest character ever.
That is not
I've
true.
seen,
But if
and
you go
I
to
have
episode
Blizzard.
1 of our thing, which I think is on YouTube now, you can see I called Karua, and then he stole her from me. He's the real villain here.
By the way, guys, there is going to be a full playlist of all of our VODs on YouTube. This is the 20th session in a month.
Thank you, Rosen.
Yeah, they're all Seems like someone's developed a killer new attitude since we saw him last. But
Thank you, Lisa.
That's how our leaders should be.
I feel like we're letting those two off too easy, but I'm good if Takumi is.
Ima, Kako, let's put our past behind us and work together for the future.
Gross! I usually can't stand cringy stuff like this, but I'll let this one slide. It'll be my change from all the awkwardness at least.
You know, Darumi and Karara, I just gave up on actually trying to sound like voice actors, and I am okay with that.
You've created a new identity for them.
Ima's my favorite, because I get to do my Byakuya voice.
To be fair to the others, we all fell for the sponsor's ploy to divide and conquer. Now we're finally united as one again. The pride of the Special Defense Unit is at stake. Let's take that sponsor down. Our newfound unity made us all the more determined to fight against our enemy. We'd carry on the will of those who had passed before us.
Wait, so who's here?
And do what needed to be done.
Whose bodies are here? So...
Kiyoshika, Karara, Takemaru, Gaku, Eito, and...
It can't be Moko because we never found her body.
Yeah, not Moko. Shoma.
Shoma. Oh, yeah. Moko's death was honestly not that sad. Kiyoshika's death was tragic. That one was so sad.
Especially because it didn't even end the sponsor.
I know, but... Jesus. It actually reminds me in Halo Reach, when the first Spartan dies in that, he died thinking he was saving Reach and saving everyone, and then you realize...
Your 84th day of active service here at Last
Which is okay,
Defense
like...
Academy.
Tragic sacrifices are important for good writing, I think, and sometimes you just find out that those sacrifices didn't end up meaning as much as you want it to, and that's just how it is.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy. Time to rise and shine!
Alright, let's get this meeting started. Needless to say, we're here to discuss how to bring down the sponsor once and for all. I shot Yugamu a glance, and he took over. To beat the sponsor, we'll first have to deal with the 3 deadly weapons they wield. First of all, their suit. As all of you know, it has the ability to negate hemo-anima-based attacks. None of our superhuman attacks will even scratch it. Technology that nullifies the power of divine blood, the inventor must be a real wizard.
Yeah, it's crazy weak against physical attacks. Anyone can destroy it with a regular weapon.
Yeah, we broke through it before with a simple crossbow. It's not all that tough. We shot holes in the first sponsor suit some 50 nights ago. Also, I'd like to add that our suspicions of Tsubasa seem like they were not warranted.
I don't think it's anyone, which is weird. I guess we're just so traumatized from Ato that we're like, oh, it has to be one of us.
But damaging it wasn't the real problem. The sponsor has 2 other weapons at their disposal.
Bees. The other one.
The bees are especially lethal, probably the bombs.
Oh, you're right.
If we so much as touch the sponsor, they'll swarm around and attack us. Just like when they killed the others by sucking their blood dry. Mr. Yakushiji was killed by those accursed bugs too. Oh, that's Eva.
Mr. Yakushiji was killed by those accursed bugs too. Who's Mr. Yakushiji?
Oh.
Why are all the bees still here in the school after the change of sponsors?
Likely because they aren't servants to a specific sponsor. They serve the invader hunt itself. So long as the game continues, we'll have to live in fear of those bees. It's not like the bees are invincible though. Remember, we also have one of the sponsor suits. The bees can't touch anyone who's wearing it. But here comes our biggest problem. The sponsor's third weapon. A deadly new weapon they've somehow gotten their hands on. The detonator for the bombs inside us.
And since Nozomi doesn't have a bomb.
Yeah, Nozomi doesn't have a bomb. That's definitely going to play into us beating the sponsor.
Being held by bombs in our body is such a killing game cliche at this point. It's starting to feel like deja vu.
There were 7 buttons on that controller. Each button had an image of one of us on it. They probably did that so they wouldn't accidentally press the wrong button in the heat of the moment. It ensures the right person gets taken out before they attack the sponsor. This third weapon is maybe the worst of all. With that around, we can't even get close. Hey, I know! What if I attack the sponsor while wearing the suit? Nozomi, what is this nonsense? Are you trying to die? No, this isn't a suicide mission. In fact, I think the odds are in my favor. Think about it. There's no one better than me to do the job because I don't have a bomb in my body. Well, what if you attack the sponsor and he says, I'll blow up Takumi? Hello?
They have a hard rule where they can't... He won't break the rules.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Because remember, these follow the invader hunt, not the sponsor. It'll attack him then.
You're right, you're not an official member, so...
Nozomi came to the academy of her own free will. She basically snuck in without even the people in charge noticing. Unlike us, she hadn't had a bomb implanted in her while she was unconscious. Even so, was it a good idea to put Nozomi in such great danger? Even if we did beat the sponsor by risking her life, I'd say building a strategy around Nozomi is feasible. It negates one of the sponsor's weapons. That's big. So I can do it? But even if we risked your life to beat the sponsor, would that really end the game?
Beat the sponsor, beat the game. Oh no, the sponsor is actually still alive. There's been the flow of events so far.
Right, another successor might show up.
They've got an army of zombies after all. Rating successors out of their bodies is too freaky even for me.
But didn't the sponsor mention they only had one body right now? Obviously that was a lie. Why would they show their hand so easily? We should assume the sponsor still has multiple bodies. It's pointless to kill just the one we can see. How about if we find and kill the person controlling them? There being one person in control was just a theory. Even if I was right, where would this person be? How could we find them?
The sponsor's like a roach that can't be squished.
Wait. The only spot we haven't checked at all.
I know what you're gonna say.
Is the defense room.
And I just had that thought in my head too. What if the sponsor is the Flame Kid?
But that is not something I think is wrong.
Tsubasa suddenly raised her voice in frustration.
They should just drop dead already. Why won't this game end? Don't be sad, Mr. Tsubasa. It's basically stylistic form from Killing Game to drag on and on.
Stylistic form?
Ever noticed how Killing Games in movies or comics never seem to end once they get started? The players exploit a loophole and they think of the one only to find themselves at the start of another game! They beat the mastermind and think it's finally over only for a true mastermind to show up.
It sounds like you're describing the invader hunt.
Yeah, cause so far as Killing Games go, this hunt's about as cliche as they come. I mean, have you even seen the rules?
There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. I bet the sponsor's hoping it'll drag on forever. Oh, just knock me
That
out
was actually
now.
a good point. There's not been a winner. I prefer Killing Games that start and end with a bang. All my recent wrecks include Danganronpa 1, Danganronpa 2, Danganronpa 3,
Danganronpa Despair Girls,
Danganronpa another 2.
Tarumi proceeded to go on a tangent about Killing Game reviews and theories, and I'd already tuned it out by then. There was something she said earlier that I couldn't get out of my mind. There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win the game. She was right. There was nothing in the rules about us winning. For some odd reason, that statement stuck in my mind, even though I couldn't figure out for the life of me why it seemed so important.
That was honestly a very fair point from Darumi that I actually did not even think about.
Takumi, are you okay?
I mean, it's kind of just assumed that whoever is left, like the sole survivor at the end of it, is the winner.
Yeah, but that's never been explicitly said. In other games, it has been said.
Yeah.
Like in Eden's Garden, they're very specific about when there's 2 people left, you win.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just thinking about something. I ignored the odd sensation and focused on continuing the discussion. Let's put our heads together to come up with a way to beat the sponsor and prevent another one from showing up. We talked over different ideas right until nighttime, but still couldn't come up with anything viable. Are you two related?
It's the glasses, isn't it?
My
Hey, soldiers,
goodness.
it's time to hit the hay.
No.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Our break time ends tomorrow.
Forbidden love between Peggy and his... Oh my god.
Glasses, short hair, and facial hair. Yeah.
Oh my god, people actually commenting I have facial hair. I used to never be able to grow it.
For the first time, you can see. At least I do not.
I mean, I do have an identical twin brother.
Yeah, which is not me. The 4th round would start in 2 days.
No, we're dating.
I didn't want to play this game anymore. I'd been hoping we could take out the sponsor before it started, but getting flustered now solves nothing. I should just go to bed. I slipped into bed and lay down with every intention of sleeping.
Yeah, sorry, lol. No worries.
But it was not to be. My mind was still actively thinking about Darumi's words from the afternoon, and sleep had all but fled from me.
There's no clear rule explaining how the play...
I didn't know why I was so hung up on that one point, and I still couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard I thought about it. Eventually, I finally started drifting off. Because I fell asleep with the lights on, my sleep was shallow that night, but I did dream.
Sound familiar?
Oh, hi, Nutmeg.
So, I have the issue of my dog
Baby girl.
will... Because we're living with my parents right now, and she loves my dad because he gives her steak every morning.
And hot dogs.
And so... whenever she hears him, she can tell it's his footsteps. It's the way he walks. Whenever the door opens, anything, she literally jumps to action, being like, "Oh my god, it's Steak Man."
Yeah, I need to go see him.
I need to go see him.
And he's gonna fight the sponsor? Yeah. We found out that the sponsors are zombies. In those dreams, I relived the events that had occurred ever since the sponsor showed up.
I will not let the word in you.
Wait, really? Oh, so there was a way to end it.
The game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause. The forceful ending of the game was the one thing that could be construed as player victory. Maybe that was why I got so hung up on what Darami said, because a player victory condition actually did exist. The next scene to flash across my mind was Yugamu being blown up by the second sponsor. That means he doesn't have a bomb inside him anymore, right?
No, they immediately put you in another body when your body's...
The invader hunt didn't end then, even though they'd murdered... I was gonna say that'd be a really shitty, like, safety precaution if you could just activate it once, get revived, and then it was gone.
I'm kind of like, they don't trust us enough that they have to put bombs in our bodies.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's probably for the best Saray dies every time.
I'm pretty sure Saray's a bad guy.
Honestly, I think so. He's definitely gonna be the villain of one route.
That was because Yugamu, probably the true route, attacked the sponsor first, so punishing him for that was considered just cause. The current sponsor carried that terrible remote, capable of blowing us up everywhere they went. The scene changed and I saw the bodies of our friends that Yugamu had secured. The bombs on top of the coffins. Yugamu had surgically removed them post-mortem.
Wait.
So are we gonna use the bombs?
Yeah, wait. Takimaru's is on that remote. There's a...
Are we gonna blow somebody? Are we gonna make the sponsor blow up somebody?
Yeah, if he presses the wrong button.
And then it will be without just cause and the game ends.
Yeah, so that's why he couldn't... That's why... Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder, let's continue. We're in a rush.
So we suicide Nozomi with Takemaru's bomb.
No, we can't do... We're gonna use Nozomi, but I just don't know how yet.
He was blown up by one himself. He must have abhorred their very existence. This terrifying weapon was tucked away in the bodies of all my friends.
I agree with you, Lise. That's what I thought.
It's an unspoken rule that an older brother takes the place of his sister when she faces certain death.
Oh! Genius! Next, the memory of Ima and Kako asking to join our team surfaced in my mind. Ima declared that he would die on behalf of Kako. His determination touched me. Just then, I sat up in bed, suddenly wide awake.
Huh?
I found it! I found it! I had had an epiphany while sifting through those memories in my dreams. I found a way to end the game. I ran out of my room and went to wake up Yugamu and Darami. What is it, Takumi? It's the dead of night, you know.
Yeah, what do you want? I was just about to go visit Mr. Tsubasa in her room.
Listen, guys,
So
I finally found it.
Don't you want to see me naked? Huh? Huh?
Grant?
Sorry. Oh, it's amazing. Did you know about that command? Isn't it great?
I found a way to end the invader hunt. You mean you found a way to definitely kill the sponsor? No, we're not gonna kill the sponsor. We're gonna end the game.
What? Now? Is there any difference?
As different as chalk and cheese. Conflating the two was our first mistake. I shared my new strategy with my friends. Their reaction. That does sound like it could be worth a try.
But it's Yugama's handiwork that'll make or break the whole thing. You're sure it's going to work?
Huh?
I'm sure he's already taken out 6 of those things. You can probably do it blindfolded by now, right?
There's no Darami too. I'm misspelling Darami.
You're misspelling Darami, and also there is no Darami.
Lame! She's amazing! We need like Darami 34.
Ugh. I still don't like Darami. I've never done it on a living patient before, okay? Don't come crying to me if I end up killing you instead. Doesn't matter, we can keep coming back with the Revive-O-Matic until you get it right. You're making it sound like this is some peaceful picnic. Well, I'll give it a try. It's the job of a leader's aide to pander to his every whim and fancy, after all. We don't have much time, so let's start right away. I need you two to come with me to the biolab.
Yeah, that's gonna be Darmy 34.
Why are you touching my boobs? No, I'm not gonna add that. Maybe for your birthday. I think I know what the plan is. So he's gonna remove Kako's bomb and put it inside Ima. And then make Kako attack the sponsor. And then he's gonna press the button and it's gonna kill Ima, which would kill Ima without just cause.
Yeah. I don't know whose bomb they're removing though. It is that one for sure, but
Kako's. Because he can get Ima to do it because he said he'd die for the sister.
Yeah.
We quietly and stealthily made our way to the biolab, taking care not to be discovered by the sponsor. Why is it this music?
Oh.
Take off your clothes and lie down on the table over there. Darmy and I complied with Yugamu's instructions, stripping down with our backs to each other.
I'm so excited!
I have to let two boys see me naked. Gross. I might as well go to the whole 9 yards and start making the O face now.
Come on, this is an emergency. It's not like we've got any ulterior motives.
So says the pervert trying to sneak glances at my boobs.
save, please. Save, please. Save, please. My birthday tomorrow.
You can have one.
I'm going to tell Mr. Tsubasa about this.
I wasn't looking. I didn't see anything. I can't believe that's Chief.
We're not doing that as Chief. Although that would be funny.
You ready? Then let's do this. Oh, but first, some anesthetic. Yugamu poked a syringe into my neck as I lay on the table. There was a sharp prickling pain for a moment, then my vision turned blurry. I began to feel lightheaded and...
We're trying to remove the bomb. And then guessing.
Oh! Okay, so wait. We could be the one that...
You did it, Yugamu.
Oh, God!
God.
Great! Now I'm damaged goods. On the bright side, the scar makes it look like I was in a big sword fight or something. A scar on the back would have been a swordsman's shame.
Removing that thing from a living body was certainly different.
What's
I was out of my element.
What is the deal with them removing male nipples? I never understood that.
I don't know.
Anyway, better put your clothes on. The opening ceremony for the 4th round is about to begin.
I saw some crazy fan art on my feed this morning of Yugamu and Takumi.
What they can do with like bomb? An attack.
I'm assuming Takumi is gonna be the one to attack, or maybe...
They gotta get Ima to blow up. They're gonna do Ima. They're gonna do Ima and then just revive him, but...
We quickly got dressed, hiding the large scars on our chests under our clothes. Why didn't we share it in Rabuho?
Pardonnez-moi.
And then, I'll see if I can find it later.
Oh, thank you.
I think this is the best voice that you've done all playthrough. Don't you guys agree?
No, it's not as good as Ferrara.
Ferrara second place. This is it. It's do or die time.
Yugama and I'll go ahead and tell the others about the plan. Come join us when you're ready, Takumi.
Yeah, I'll be right there. After parting ways with Darmy and Yugamu, I went back to my room and got changed. Once that was done... Did that take more than a full day?
I still think the Darmy voice is on top. Oh, thank you, Lisa. It's, I think it's because Pangy's heard that one before, because I did the voice for Comet in Noja.
Yeah, it's his Comet voice.
So he was, like, used to it already.
Yeah, I did comment that his Comet voice was good in Noja. But now, yeah, it's just being applied to another character, which is what I do too, so...
It works for Darby, though.
We all dashed to the leisure lounge. It was time for our showdown.
Finally, I know what's up to get from yours. The sponsorship was a little confused by your appearance.
Oh. It was only natural since I was wearing the same thing they were.
Oh, it's so we can't die to the bee. I see. So who are they gonna make blow up?
I stood before them in the suit that Hiroko had retrieved at the cost of her life.
Takumi, why are you dressed like that?
What's going on, Takumi? Everyone else looked equally confused. That was the act they were supposed to be putting on.
They need to get him to blow up.
I smell a big favorite. Is this your version of a turret? Funny you're not so good at one thing
That depends on your response. I answered the sponsor in a calm, quiet voice. One question for you, sponsor. You've been hounding and pestering me ever since you showed up. Why?
I thought it had to be fair. It's because you're the most entertaining one here. You're such a little goody-goody which makes you melted with the cruelest decisions. You see, a pair of goody two-shoes would happily sticks into the most disgusting color field to protect someone if they could. I just knew the very top person would take my right with shoes up for me. That's exactly what you did. I see hands still stained with the blood of those people who murdered and cold-blooded serial killer Takumi.
Don't worry, guys. Sponsor ha 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 is coming.
It probably is. The sponsor's jarring. There'll actually be 2 sponsor laughs, because I want the one from before they changed to this chipmunk voice too.
I love the chipmunk.
The sponsor's jarring laughter echoed throughout the room. Okay, now's the perfect time to act angry. Glad you were so entertained, and I hope you're ready for more.
Time out. You're not doing a sponsor voice?
Let's see how funny you find this.
Wait, Mr. Samino, what are you thinking? That's against the rules. Down, Takumi, down. You can't be serious about this.
Don't do it, Takumi! Everyone tried to stop me, of course. This was part of the act, too. We needed to make it seem like I was acting on my own, totally independent from the others. This was the scene they were trying to present to the bees hovering above.
Let's go. I've made up my mind. I have to do this.
I shook off the pleas of the others.
The sponsor has to pay for what they did. For making me kill other humans.
Aha!
I charged at the sponsor full speed, a knife in my hand. The bee swooped toward me with a familiar cacophony of beating wings. Obviously, that meant they meant to suck the blood of the rule breaker dry. But their stingers couldn't penetrate the suit I was wearing. I raised the knife. The suit could repel any cryptoglobin-based attacks, but was weak against physical attacks. Even a knife should be able to break through it.
I guess why did we remove the bomb from Darby then?
I don't know.
You really didn't get this through to Takumi. You only other weapon.
The sponsor took out their remote control.
Geez, I was hoping you could entertain me for a while more before you broke the last hope that takes us come to an end. Come on, Takumi, let's play a bit in our next moves.
So who is about to blow up with Takumi's bomb?
I have no idea.
Yugamu? The sponsor pressed the detonation button for the bomb in my body. What do you mean, our next lives?
Yugamu?
But I wasn't the one who got blown up.
Narumi!
Ah!
Okay, nothing of value is lost.
Wait, but Darmi had one removed.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we put the bomb in her. We didn't remove it.
Oh! You know, I feel like I like this plan more if we didn't tell Darmi that that's what we were doing.
We put Darby's in her. We did, and then, that makes sense.
Instead, it was Darmi. Darmi and I will exchange the bombs in our bodies. Why would you do that? When I violate the rules, the sponsor will press the button for my bomb.
Huh?
When they do that, the one who actually explodes will be Darmi, who hasn't broken any rules at all. Right. That will fulfill the victory condition of this game. This game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause. That's how we'll win.
It's crazy that this route is...
I know, right? Because we kind of didn't like it at the beginning. Will the sponsor really honor that rule, though? They could just change it on the spot. Between the two of them, the sponsors have tampered with the rules of the hunt plenty already. That's true. The rules seem more like guidelines than anything else, but I have a feeling this one is set in stone. When I was laid up in bed before, the sponsor came to my room. I wish I could torture you myself, but alas, that would be against the rules. They sounded genuinely sad when they said that. So this is a rule not even the sponsor, with all their authority, can change. I think so. The moment they blow up Dharmi instead of me, something will happen. I didn't know how, but the sponsor would be heavily punished. That would give us the opportunity we needed to beat them.
Hold up, you're talking like it's a given I'll get blown up in your face. Why's it got to be me? It doesn't matter who does it, right? Couldn't we use Emo or one of the other guys?
Hey!
No, you have to be the one. It absolutely has to be you, I've decided.
And why is that?
Because you got to kiss Tsubasa before me.
Valid. So it's just a personal grudge, you're the normie who needs to blow up and die.
Why do you care? We'll bring you back with the Revive-O-Matic right away.
Of course I can. This mouth that can leave Tsubasa good delicate lips will be destroyed.
Yeah. I also approve of him being a petty bitch about this. Good, you homewrecker. Those lips are mine. You're killing me, Takumi, but in a good way. That's the sort of high-handedness I'd expect from a successful leader. So, you know what? His reasoning is, it's Dharmi that has to blow up because fuck you, Dharmi. And you know what?
Valid.
Yeah?
This is all what Pride Month is about, I agree.
Exactly.
What, killing lesbians? Is that what it is?
Let's not talk about this again.
I'm just confused.
Once I ascertained
Just clarifying!
the bomb had
I'm not
gone
for
off,
that. I don't think that's okay.
I took off the suit and stormed toward the sponsor. That was against the rules. You broke the rules, sponsor! Blowing up Dharmi when she didn't do anything at all? That's a grave violation. You killed Miss Emma Mia!
Yeah, give her back to us.
What?
Huh?
What, the, you're back already?
For a while, the sponsor said nothing as we surrounded and hurled accusations at them. Eventually, they let out a subdued sigh. She must have sprinted from the infirmary.
That's fair.
That's it?
No mortified denials? Sloppy excuses? Death, please? Nothing at all?
Huh?
I thought you'd bring at least one Deathlance's desperate gambit.
What am I supposed to do? Have you seen the state of my unbeatable weapons? Yay, it's done!
We followed the sponsor's glance to the ceiling.
Huh?
The bees are falling.
Are they dead?
Those bees are like embodiments of the game itself. Since the game's over now, of course they're going to die too.
One after another, the bees dropped to the ground. Finally, the last one fell and they were all dead.
Damn, nothing is the freedom. Feel free to do whatever you want to me.
You're definitely not getting off that easily, but before that, show us your true face and tell us who you really are. It's gonna be hate, though. No, it can't be.
We gotta go after we go.
He must be a zombie, right?
Or a monster that looks even more hideous.
In hindsight, it was insanely reckless for Takumi to take the suit off before they confirmed the bees were dead, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to take your suit off now. Resist and you die. Understand?
It's a part of resisting now. Go ahead.
Yugamu quickly and skillfully started removing the suit from the sponsor's body. Soon, we would see the face of the person who'd been tormenting us for days on end. Open sesame! Yugamu tore the suit and the helmet off from the sponsor in one breath. What? Everyone was dumbfounded by the face that had been hiding beneath the suit. I couldn't believe it. It was him all this time. But how is that possible?
Ato. Ow!
So, here's why I suspected that it would be Ato. They went out of their way in the beginning of the route to be like, oh, restore the features of Ato's corpse. Just because. So it's like, okay.
I don't understand how he's still alive. And this isn't the original sponsor, though. Let's continue.
Ato, you're still alive?
Hello, Takumi. Guess my secret's out.
Ow.
What voice is that?
I was really hoping I could play the sponsor for a little while more.
No way, Ato.
Huh?
Don't tell me you're a zombie.
Did his dead body revive somehow? No, his body is still secured in my room. He couldn't have come back from the dead. Then, is this someone else disguised as Ato? I couldn't believe Ato Atsuki was standing before us again, but there was no mistaking his malicious presence. You're really the real Ato? It's been a while since we spoke face to face like this, hasn't it, Takumi? I am indeed Ato Atsuki, in the flesh. Not the Ato Atsuki you know, though. I've come from another slightly different world, probably one where he killed us and has our power. My thoughts were thrown into confusion. How could Ato still be alive? How did he become the sponsor?
So he is dead.
And as the second sponsor, how was he connected to the first? You look completely flabbergasted. Wouldn't you like to know who I really am? That goes without saying. Spit it out already! You have no right to remain silent.
Just what kind of alternate universe did you come from? Why did you make Takumi do that to the people in the mansion?
We surrounded Ato and bombarded them with questions. Calm down, everyone. Don't worry, I'll tell you anything you want to know. I was surprised he actually promised to answer our questions without leaving us hanging. Except, I just have one condition.
What is it?
I'll only answer questions from Takumi, and we have to be alone. No answers if anyone else is there. What? Why do I have to be stuck somewhere alone with you? Is that a no? Do you really want to turn this offer down? It's the biggest chance you have to get information out of me, team leader. You've got a lot of nerve. We could always squeeze that information out of you through various torture techniques. You're not much of a professional assassin if you can't tell torture won't work on someone like me, Yugamu. I've already made up my mind. I'll only talk when I'm alone with Takumi. You're still trying to toy with me even at this stage?
Why are you so obsessed with Takumi anyway?
Why wouldn't I be mean to him? After all, you're the version of you that killed me, aren't you? I did kill Ato. Or so I thought. How could he be standing before me again now? So this is all about revenge? You even became the sponsor of the killing game too. Not really, but I just couldn't get over it, you know? How you offed the other me like you were stamping out a pest to be exterminated. Like, looking oh so righteous while you were at it. I wanted to make sure you came to terms with your true vile nature. Then you'd never feel inclined to act self-righteous again. How does it feel to be an even worse serial killer than me, Takumi? Just for that? You made me kill those people just for that? And now that's an expression better suited to a disgusting creature like you. Are you in utter anguish yet?
Can we kill him?
Where did we get the bees, Ato? I took over the killing game from the previous sponsor so I could see you looking tortured by guilt and desperation. The game may be over, but my fun has only just begun. Apparently he was sponsor too, Fail. Because now it's your responsibility to interrogate me. I wanted to kill Ato again, right there and then, to avenge my friends who died in the game. I knew I couldn't. We needed the information he had.
It's starting to smell more and more like the multiverse theories too. This Ato came from another timeline, right?
Huh?
Does that mean he knows the travel between timelines? I mean, we do.
Fucking Ato dropped hints at this timeline shit early in the prologue, which means
you're right.
prologue Ato probably already had looped.
Right.
Can we see Takemaru alive again if we go to another timeline? If this Ato really did come from a different timeline, the information he held was priceless. We could solve our most immediate problems by learning how to travel between timelines from him. We wouldn't have to fight Dalcia or struggle to get the escape pod started up. Nobody else needed to die. But to get that information... Shall we have a little chat, Takumi? You have to tell me what I want to know first. Like the sensation you felt when you killed those people. The feeling of bathing in the warm blood of your victims. The squelching sound was so nice and satisfying, wasn't it? What hints? I mean, when we were talking to Ato in the prologue timeline, he suggested that, Nozomi could have come from another timeline. And we, like, briefly entertained the thought of, like, a multiverse-type theory, but, we kind of dismissed it, mostly because we didn't trust Ato, but I think he was hinting, which is very Nagito. So I'm thinking the Ato in the prologue probably had already looped. And honestly, Hiroko might be a time looper too, if I had to make a guess. Hiroko said she had fought invaders before. She has more combat experience than everyone. She knew where the suit was. Actually, listing out the reasons makes it way more likely in my head that she's also a time looper. Also, Ato eliminated her in the original timeline because he knew that she knew more information. What if the Ato looped back and went when he decided to tell you different timelines don't exist, so you wouldn't think about it? Yeah, that could be. I think Ato and Hiroko.
I agree with that theory.
Did you hear the whole thing? Here, listing out the reasons why Hiroko is a time looper, it like makes perfect sense. Wouldn't he need a lot of juice to do that? I mean, probably. Assuming Cryptoglobin. But, like, he could have killed Takumi in another timeline and gotten his power, right? That's how this works?
No.
But we got more like Ato. Probably gonna put this too. Oh, we need to stop soon. I have 2 belts. Also, Ato knew we had to kill the baby. Yeah, it's all making a lot of sense. The only reason Takumi traveled through time is with his special skill, Special Redo. Yeah.
I don't know.
Hiroko's is Special Discipline and Ato's is Special Fortune Teller. How could they travel through time? We don't have the answer to that yet. But I am putting the theory out there. I highly think Ato and Hiroko are both loopers.
Yeah, I think he is. I don't know if he's looping. I don't know if he's looping, but he's able to go between the timelines like us.
Yeah. But I will say, I don't think I can answer everything about that theory yet, because that's just the structure of the game.
Let's continue. We're gonna have to go soon.
Faces of the people I had killed. My breathing quickened and I broke out in a cold sweat. Ato really did have the potential to be the best assassin in the world. His ability to drive people to dead ends and make them wish they were dead with the words alone was unparalleled. It's not so bad to be caught if I get to see you looking like that. But I'm nowhere near done yet. Don't think you can get away from that ugly soul of yours for even a moment. I'll be sure to remind you of your sin from now on. Every single day. I could feel the strength leaving my body as Eito laughed at the top of his voice. Ah! And to think that I'd finally been able to relax after defeating the sponsor and ending the game. I was wrong. My real suffering was only just beginning. After killing Eito, he came back with a firm hand on my ankle, ready to drag me down into hell with him. My killing game wasn't over yet. Tsubasa, no! No!
28 stab wounds.
Oh my god, look at her. She sees my dad outside and she's freaking out. Look at her.
It's so cute. She's so cute with your dad. It's unbelievable.
Oh god.
It happened so quickly I barely knew what was going on. Tsubasa picked up the knife I had dropped,
taking the wheel!
Lunged forward, and slit Eito's throat with it.
Tsubasa!
Don't you dare bully Takumi. My sweet Takumi.
Tsubasa, we literally needed his info.
No.
Anyone who dares to hurt him is going to have to answer to me.
All of you are such ugly
No.
monsters. Eito coughed up blood and collapsed on the ground, and within a few seconds he stopped breathing. Tsubasa! I ran over and held her in a tight embrace.
I'm sorry, we're supposed to ask him for more information. I couldn't take anymore. I couldn't bear to see you in so much pain.
No need to apologize, Tsubasa. If you hadn't jumped in, I'd have done the same thing.
3 cheers for Miss Kawanawa. This monster's got what's coming for him, and it feels so good.
Vengeance for Takemaru! Someone like that doesn't deserve to live.
I approve of anything Mrs. Tsubasa does. Besides, it's the perfect end to a killing game.
The perfect end?
Killing games just love to drag out the story for as long as possible and suddenly drop the ending on you with zero fanfare. You know, without entering any of the subplots I was alluding to the whole time, it's not a real killing these days. It doesn't end up super abruptly. Why do the perfect end to our killing games? I'm here all day for it. Okay, we should call it here.
And so the invader hunt ended abruptly in perfect killing game style 60 days after it began. Tsubasa, you were supposed to kiss him. That's how you always solve these problems. Real talk. As relieved as I was, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't bothered by the many unanswered questions it left behind. But there was no time for us to run around trying to solve those mysteries now. The game was over, and that meant we had more important matters to deal with. With our eyes keenly focused on the prize of a true happy ending, we quickly moved toward our next objective.
I think we should stop here. I've self-locked on.
Alright guys, I think we are close to the end of this route, but we actually do not have the time to finish right now because we have dinner plans that we have to be getting to. We're gonna stream again. Honestly, we might stream when we come back. We'll see. If not, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Grant's birthday, so guys, don't miss it. We're gonna do a horror stream tomorrow night. Next 100 line will either be on later tonight or Tuesday. Thanks for watching, guys. It was a blast. What an insane route. I'll see you guys later. Bye!